Tonight's program is rated R. Parental discretion is advised. This show is rated GJK. Extreme exposure warning. This show contains graphic images of Jordan's failures, constant critique of Jordan's game and legacy, graphic images of Zesty Jeffrey lies being exposed. This show may be offensive to Michael Jordan fans and Zesty Jeffries alike. Content is restricted to true basketball fans only.
What was really your work ethic like, and for how long did you stay disciplined?
Well, I mean, every day. Since for 20 years. It was an everyday process, and trying to figure out strengths and weaknesses. For example, jumping ability. Now, my vertical was a 40, it wasn't a 46 or a 45. My hands are big, but they're not massive, right? So you got to figure out ways to strengthen them, so your hands are strong enough to be able to palm a ball and do the things that you need to do. Quickness, I was quick, but not insanely quick. I was fast, but not ridiculously fast, right? So I had to rely on skill a lot more. I had to rely on angles a lot more. I had to study the game a lot more. And but I enjoyed it though. So like from the time I can remember when I started watching the game, I studied the game, and it just never changed.
Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me now. Peace and blessing, y'all. Welcome to another Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. I had some technical difficulties, but we're going to get the show going. Again, I apologize, but tonight's show is about Kobe Bryant fans, whether or not they are afraid of Michael Jordan fans. Thank you for joining me on another great Friday night. We're going to have another great show. Shout out to all the GOAT James Kingdom members. All right, give me a second here. I'm about to put my myself back up. Give me a second.
I want it to be one of the best. Let's find out.
Were y'all able to hear that? Did y'all hear that actual speak? Did y'all hear everything? Is that working? Did y'all get a chance to hear Kobe Bryant speak? Give me 2 thumbs up if y'all know everything is still working. Let me know if I got everybody here, because we need to have everything working here. Thank you for joining me. It is a Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. We are talking about Kobe Bryant fans and whether or not they are afraid of Michael Jordan and why they don't have Kobe Bryant ahead of Michael Jordan. So let's go ahead and continue and listen to Kobe Bryant break it down.
What was really your work ethic like, and for how long did you stay disciplined?
Well, I mean, every day. I mean, since 20 years. I mean, it was an everyday process and trying to figure out strengths and weaknesses. For example, jumping ability. Now, my vertical was a 40, it wasn't a 46 or a 45. My hands are big, but they're not massive, right? So you got to figure out ways to strengthen them so your hands are strong enough to be able to palm a ball and do the things that you need to do. Quickness, I was quick, but not insanely quick. I was fast, but not ridiculously fast, right? So I had to rely on skill a lot more. I had to rely on angles a lot more. I had to study the game a lot more. And but I enjoyed it though. So like from the time I can remember when I started watching the game, I studied the game and it just never changed.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to another Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. Y'all put some flames in the comments if y'all can hear me well. We are about to get the show going, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we are talking Kobe Bryant tonight. We're going to be talking about Kobe Bryant, and are Kobe Bryant fans actually afraid of Michael Jordan fans? We're going to find out where the true Kobe Bryant fans lie at. How much do you really love Kobe Bryant? And how much about Kobe Bryant's game is actually just you being a zesty Jeffrey and want to talk about something that has nothing to do with Kobe Bryant at all. So we're going to have a conversation about Kobe Bryant here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. It is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. We are live on the GOAT James Kingdom channel on YouTube. We're also live on IG and Facebook group. Shout out to all of those that support us. Y'all know we also are live with the FYF channel. So shout out to Lamont. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to become a member of the channel. As you guys see, there's also a ticker at the bottom of the show, which is going to let us know who's playing tonight, because y'all know we basketball fans and we got to keep updated with what's going on in the games tonight. There's several games on the slate, so if you pay attention to the game, you'll see the games that are available. There's actually some games that are going to tip off here very shortly, like Golden State is playing tonight. The Lakers are playing tonight. The Knicks are playing tonight. The Pacers and the Knicks are actually going through it. We got Orlando playing tonight. We got a bunch of games going on tonight, but tonight we're going to talk about Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan fans, because I find it weird that everybody who has Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant 1 and 2 in all-time rankings, none of them have the heart to put Kobe Bryant above Michael Jordan. which I find very weird. That's very weird for me, because if you have the ability to put Kobe Bryant over every other player in NBA history, then there should be no reason why he cannot be better than Michael Jordan. So whatever reasons you have them at 1 and 2, Kobe should be able to be better than Michael Jordan under those circumstances. Is he? But are they afraid to actually put Kobe in that scenario? Are they actually afraid to say Kobe's better than Mike? Are they afraid of what's about to happen? And a lot of this is basically predicated on the Zesty Jeffrey logic. We all know how the Zesty Jeffries are. We know how they get down. We know how they get down, ladies and gentlemen, right? The number one myth about Kobe Bryant that I've come to find out and realize throughout my time as a basketball fan was that he predicated his game around Michael Jordan. He is a carbon copy of Michael Jordan. And that can't be more far from the truth than anything. Yes, did Michael Jordan influence Kobe Bryant's game? Of course, hell of a lot. But is Kobe Bryant's basketball game and his style of game and what he does on the basketball court, is it all Michael Jordan? Now, we've had several people argue this before, but I know for a fact that there's several players, because this is what it's all about. It's about the players. The players are going to tell us who Kobe Bryant is, because the media never knew who Kobe Bryant was. Kobe Bryant was very misunderstood. When we talk about Kobe Bryant's early years, this is how they were talking about Kobe Bryant.
We wanted as a group to kind of address Kobe being selfish on the court.
Something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. I mean, I go to practice and I feel a little uncomfortable. What's this about?
The mood in the locker room was not good. So I asked the ball boys, the trainers, Jerry West, Mitch Kupchak, to leave the room. I want to talk to these players alone. And then I started out on what's going on out there, what's going on with you guys. They didn't want to talk.
It was about them thinking I was out for myself and I was being selfish, and which was totally not the case.
I talked to Jerry West about it at the time and said, you know, Kobe doesn't really want to win if he wants it to be about him. You know, maybe it'd be best to move him on.
All right, so y'all hear the way they were talking about Kobe Bryant. Now these are the old school guys, because as you can see, that Laker roster was full of veterans. So these are the old school guys who are basically not in line with what Kobe Bryant is trying to do or what Kobe Bryant's trying to accomplish for his NBA career, right? So that's the type of stories we were hearing about Kobe Bryant. He was selfish. He didn't know how to play the game. All of these things. Now that was very misleading, very misunderstood. Kobe is what we're talking about here, because I remember that era and I used to hate on Kobe because of these rumors and these reports that were coming out about Kobe Bryant's character and how he was. But he was completely misunderstood, because all Kobe ever cared about was playing the game of basketball. That's all Kobe ever cared about. Anything Kobe Bryant went through, anything that was either life-changing, whether it was good or bad, Kobe took it to the court. That's how he exerted his energy, whether it was to celebrate, whether it was to blow off some steam, whatever it was basketball. Basketball was his thing. And he learned the game from many of people, not just Michael Jordan, which we heard him say that he learned from Magic, he learned from Jerry West. We've heard him say a lot of these things. But let's let some players tell us how Kobe Bryant was influenced by them and how Kobe went to them to help him with his game.
For that notion right there, what made you do that? Knowing that you can turn around this kid, and you saw Kobe was going to be something different early, but what made you do that, knowing that this can possibly turn around and I can be the victim of what I'm telling him?
Kobe was way different. He was a different kid. I was in 10 years more and plus in the NBA at the time, and that's when we were in the 2000s. Yeah. It was like my 10th or my 11th year in the league, and Kobe didn't have a fear of nothing to ask nobody to get better. So he came by me and he was like, big bro, man, you be doing this and that and that. I really want to learn this, man. I really want to learn it because of you. And when he said that, that took something out of me and took something in my heart, that a kid with his ability and knowing where he was going wants to really learn, and he doesn't have an ego. And I don't mind that. I don't care about him knowing how to do it and stop it, because if he knows it, it makes me better too, because I got to learn how to stop him now. Because I gave him the game, so I got to learn how to be somewhere else to him to show him something else.
All right, so that's Gary Payton telling us how Kobe went to him and asked him about several things in the game. Kobe was known for doing these type of things because, again, Kobe came in at a good time in the NBA. So you got footage of him there in an all-star game with Gary Payton, asking Gary Payton things, trying to figure out ways to become a better basketball player. That's all Kobe ever wanted to be. He wanted to be the greatest basketball player to ever play the game. That's without a doubt. That's what Kobe wanted to do. But it doesn't stop there. There's more. Let's let Kobe explain to you who helped influence him in his game as well.
I'm a young player coming into the league today. I would really focus on the defensive end of the floor and look at Scottie Pippen. I mean, this guy was a genius. His ball pressure, playing passing lanes, blocking shots, taking charges, and he played with a passion on the defensive end of the floor like, no, this is the most exciting part of the game to me. If I can learn how to cut angles off like Scottie, be aggressive on the defensive end of the floor like Scottie, I think that'll just take my game and the team that drafts me to an entirely different level.
So now you hear Kobe telling you that if you a young player coming into the league and you want to get drafted and you want to impress people, you need to be on the defensive end. And he used Pippen as an influencer, someone that basically he looked up to, someone that he watched game film. And if anybody ever watched the detail show of Kobe Bryant, and especially on Scottie Pippen, he breaks down why Scottie Pippen is an elite defender. He broke it down. So these are all different players that Kobe Bryant was basically taking his game from and learning the game of basketball so that he can be the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball. That was Kobe Bryant's mission, to be better than Michael Jordan. He wasn't afraid of Michael Jordan. We all know this. But Kobe was not only willing to learn from the guys who were there before him, he was willing to learn from players that weren't even in the NBA at the time while he was dominating the league. Because we get this story from this NBA player, or former NBA player, now head coach.
When I got to play USA basketball for a couple summers very early on in my career, Kobe asked to shoot with me after practice one day. Like, he asked me to shoot with him. I'm like, yeah, for sure, man. Right. Let's do it. And he's encouraging me. He's talking to me. We're going through some shooting drills, just me and him. It was, like you said, it was surreal. And then I realized, like 10, 15 minutes into it, I'm like, this guy's actually like watching how I shoot the ball. And then he's asking me questions. He's actually trying to learn something from me. Like, Kobe never passed down an opportunity to get better. That I still remember that so vividly. Like, halfway into it, just being like, oh, wait a minute. I thought I was watching him, but it's actually the other way around.
Watching you, right?
Right? I mean, think about that. This is Kobe Bryant. And it didn't matter what it was. Kobe Bryant worked out with players all over, and he learned from many players. Reggie Miller said the same thing, that he remembers Kobe Bryant coming to him, asking him things. So many things. There's so many players beyond Michael Jordan that influenced Kobe Bryant, right? And there's plenty of players that helped Kobe Bryant become the player that he is. Because Kobe Bryant had a work ethic that was beyond anybody's imagination. Still to this day, it is still an astonishing accomplishment when you think about what Kobe Bryant did. When that man asked Kobe Bryant, what about your work ethic? When did you make that decision? Since Kobe Bryant was 13 years old and until he retired from the game of basketball, which is over 20 years, he had a work regimen that was precise, concise. He knew exactly what he wanted to do since he was 13 years old. He knew exactly what he was going to do. And he laid out a whole plan. And he didn't lay out a plan for no 5 years. He laid out a whole plan for life. For 25 years, Kobe Bryant had a whole regiment and a whole thesaurus of workouts and game plans and diet plans and all these kind of crazy stuff to be the greatest player to ever play the game. He had it so good that he used to call it the blackout workout. That's what Kobe Bryant called his workouts, the blackout workouts. And we're going to let Karan Butler explain to you what a Kobe Bryant workout is like.
So I get traded. Shaq comes to Miami. I go to Los Angeles. I'm with Kobe first day. Press conference. He signs like 136 $1 million. Never seen no shit like that before. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And the second he signed it, he's like, you ready to fucking black out? And I was like, what is a blackout? He's like, we about to fucking black out. Be here at 7 a.m. tomorrow. And I was like, damn, blackout, 7 a.m. tomorrow. And the next day, we started working out, and I realized what a blackout workout was. It was like you getting your reps in, you getting 50 shots from each spot, 100 makes off the move, you getting all this shit, then you get so tired, you see spots, you blacking out. And that was a blackout. And then guess what? You know, I got to tell you the rest. So after that first workout, and you do ones at the end, you go get you something to eat, you take about 3-4 hours to yourself, and you come back and you black out again.
Oh my. So you heard that. You heard what the man said. So this is Kobe in his prime. This is 2006 Kobe, 2005 Kobe, in his prime, ready to go, telling everybody, let's get it going instantly. And he did like 3-4 of those workouts a day. Caron Butler doesn't, and Kobe Bryant used to work out at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. While Michael Jordan was out here playing cards and gambling and smoking cigars and drinking and catching hangovers at 2 o'clock in the morning every other night, Kobe Bryant every night at 2-3 o'clock in the morning was in some gym working out.
God. And we did this literally from free agency was always, the first week of July. We did that shit all the way to training camp. And I was just like, dude, it's different. But all this shit, like the sacrifices and when your motivation runs low, your discipline take over, all that shit that he was teaching us and instilling in us in the fabric of who we were as competitors, I saw it in real time in the best player on the planet. I was like, this dude is different. And, you know, every city we went in, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, he had high schools rented out to go shoot. Like fresh from the airport, take him to a place where he can get his shots up till 4 in the morning. Then he comes in the hotel, and he never missed a film session. And it was just, I saw it at a different level, and I was just like, bro, he's different.
He is different. Remember those words, ladies and gentlemen. He is different. He is different. Kobe is not Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant is not Michael Jordan. He's not a carbon copy of Michael Jordan. He is a man in his own ilk and stature, straight up and down. He changed how NBA players approach the game of basketball as professional NBA players, not just being a hooper, because we all know Kobe's a baller. He's just a straight, true baller. Kobe was a true baller, true hooper to the effect, but he was also a professional athlete, a professional NBA player, and he changed the way an NBA player approaches the way you play the game of basketball. He was different. There was none like him before. And there's still none after him, to be honest with you. But Kobe influenced so many players, because the ones who actually got a chance to grow up with Kobe and was drafted with Kobe or after Kobe saw things that they never saw before or heard before within an NBA player. And we'll continue with these NBA players talking about Kobe.
I used to watch Kobe before the game, right? And how we went to shoot around and pregame, getting our shots up, they do the little hand and no. This man in real time, full contact, and you better hit him how he gets hit in the game, before the game. So if he's doing, 1-2 at the elbow pump fake, you better jump and you better land on me. And I'm like, yo, he's getting hit harder in this than we are in a game. And if you don't hit him, that's not realistic. That's not what they're gonna do. Rajah Bell is not gonna play me like that. And I'm sitting here, and I'm sitting here like,
you can't fuck with nobody that got they mind trained like that. That's scary.
And that's what he's practicing in 2 hours before the game. He's playing us. And he's over here talking about Rajah Bell won't play him like that.
All right, you heard John Wall. The man said nobody's thinking like this. He was like, nobody's thinking like that. Nobody's that ahead of the game. Kobe was a serious hooper. He took his game and his craft seriously. And we never knew it because Kobe didn't care to actually flaunt this. He just went about his business. So while the media is slandering Kobe Bryant, the older players are slandering Kobe Bryant, right? Now we're talking about in the 2000s now. We're not talking about the guys who are praising Kobe now. We're talking about in the 2000s. While they were discrediting Kobe, Kobe was just out there learning to play the game the best way he can to give his team the best chance to win. And he's influencing all these players. They're watching Kobe and saying, damn, this dude is working out. Like, I work out, but this dude's working out for real. He's not playing. We all know the infamous story of the 2008 Olympic team when they all came back from a nightclub and Kobe was actually on his way to the gym or coming from the gym or something like that. And they were like, yo, what's going on? And he was about to eat some breakfast and go back at it again. He had a work ethic. That's where the whole Kobe Mamba mentality comes from. That he just had this focus. He just had this one thing. I'm just going to do this and that's it. Kobe decided to do something and he was like, yo, this is what I'm going to be and what I'm going to do. And he laid it out. And he said that if I work out 3 times a day for 5 years, how much better am I going to be than you? If I do it for 10 years, how much better than I'm going to be than you? If I do it for 20 years, how much better am I going to be than you? How much further am I going to separate myself from you, including Michael Jordan? So why can't Kobe be better than Michael Jordan? I don't know why. Because Kobe is Kobe Bryant. He is who he is. He's not Michael's predecessor or whatever the hell y'all want to put him as. But let's go ahead and let's continue. I'm going to give you somebody who's going to finally end it and let y'all know for real.
Wow.
You heard that. I need to start doing more. Kobe Bryant created a true baller atmosphere within the NBA. Before Kobe Bryant, guys were enjoying their summers. They were taking their summers off. In fact, that was Kobe Bryant's beef with Shaquille O'Neal. That in that 2002-2003 NBA season, Shaquille O'Neal decided to take a sabbatical during the summer and then come back to get his surgery done and not be ready for the season. And we know the infamous story about Shaquille that he was like, I'll be ready for the playoffs. And at that time, they didn't have a higher seed than the Spurs, and they ended up losing to the Spurs in the playoffs. And it began a beef with Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal because Kobe was tired of Shaquille O'Neal's laziness and lack of work ethic. Even my boy Chilltown admits that if Shaq had the work ethic of Kobe Bryant, he would be better than Michael Jordan. He would be considered the GOAT. He would be better than LeBron. But Kobe had a work ethic that was never seen before. The guys did not go to the gym like that. Guys did not work on their game like that. Even T-Mac, when he asked Kobe about whether Kobe runs games or run pickups during the offseason to get prepared for the season, or does he just do regular workouts and sets and training, Kobe said, no, I do skill stuff. I do skills. I have a whole regimen. He has a workout for lifting weights, for running. He has cardio, lifting, everything was shots. And then another thing about that was there's players who have, like, I'm going to take up 500 shots from each spot, right? Just I'm going to take 500 here, 500 there, whatever. They were saying Kobe's workouts are different. Kobe's were makes. You got to make 100 from here, 100 here, 100 here, 100 here, and you got to do it within a time span and all this other stuff. And if you don't do it and all these other repercussions happens if you don't do all of this stuff. You have to do it. Like he said, once you put yourself to do this stuff, you got to do it. And today's NBA players have all been influenced by that. They all have a 24/7, 365 workout regimen. To where like people say LeBron James, even he was influenced by Kobe's work ethic. Because when LeBron James saw what Kobe was doing in 2008, you can imagine being a 22-year-old young man, 23-year-old man like LeBron was at the time, 24 years old, that he's looking at a Kobe Bryant like, wow, this is why Kobe Bryant is out here balling the way he balls when I play him. So I'm also going to step up my game. And now we see LeBron James has this type of regimen where people like what's his name? I forgot the player's name. Recently said that he worked out with LeBron for a week, and he said basically LeBron has the same regimen every day. LeBron does the same thing every day. And that started with the Mamba mentality. That started with Kobe Bryant. That's what people don't understand. So with all that being said, why can't Kobe Bryant be better than Michael Jordan again? Can anybody answer that? Anybody? I would love for y'all to tell me this. Because at the end of the day, Kobe Bryant was not afraid of Michael Jordan. We all know this.
I tell you, like when I was in high school, and I used to work out with the 76ers. I used to ask him, what's it like to guard Mike? He go, Mike? You mean Black Jesus? I'm like, what the fuck? Black who? Oh, we call him Black Jesus. Or you can call him Black Cat. I'm like, I'm gonna call him fucking Mike. That's his fucking name. So the level of fear that he inspired in others was insane. Wow. And I would tell him, I said, when I face him, we're gonna go at it. He says, oh, you don't wanna do that. I'm like, what? Man, you don't know me, man. And so when we matched up, I think he understood that. And when I was 18, my first year, he got the best of me a bunch of times. I was right there the next play. You're not intimidating me, I'm not going anywhere. And I think he saw that level of respect, because I think he was the same way at 18 years old. And that common bond is what I think, where our connection was built.
Indeed. Kobe Bryant had a very close relationship with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was smart enough to make sure he did. Because there's always this famous saying that you keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. And Michael Jordan saw the writing on the wall when he played against Kobe Bryant as well. He said, this kid is different. This kid inspires me as well, which is why I can be cool with this kid. I can actually have a good connection with this young man. This young man believes in himself, just like I believed in myself. So again, I ask, why isn't Kobe Bryant better than Michael Jordan? If you got Michael Jordan 1 and Kobe Bryant 2, that means you're not going off of stats, accolades, and achievements. You're going off of being a basketball player. You're going off of what you are as a player in the game. Kobe Bryant's a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. He can do more on the basketball court than Michael Jordan. He can dunk between the legs, Michael Jordan can't. But I'll put the link up for y'all because I want to hear y'all tell me why Kobe Bryant cannot be better than Michael Jordan. If you have him so high up, if he is the number 2 player in NBA history under your eyes and what you see as basketball, then why can't he be better than Michael Jordan? What makes Michael Jordan better than him? Are you going to use stats and accolades to make Michael Jordan better than Kobe Bryant? What is it that Michael Jordan can do that Kobe Bryant cannot do? Because like most of y'all said, he took what Michael Jordan did and took it to another level. Now, don't ask me why I got Kobe Bryant where I got him, because I told you I go by stats, accolades, and achievements. And by stats, accolades, and achievements, Michael Jordan's the greater player, the better basketball player. But that's not what Kobe Bryant fans go by. That's not what they go by. They go by what they see, the Mamba mentality, all of this stuff. Y'all heard all of these things. So why can't he be better than Michael Jordan? I got quick takes here. Thank you for joining me on a Friday night. Let's see if you know the answer to this. Why can't Kobe Bryant be better than Michael Jordan?
Hey, sir, is it possible I could, because I'm actually on the Kobe side, could I put something on the table quick and dip out?
What you mean put some on the table? What you got?
No, because I'm on the Kobe side. So I'm not on why can't. I'm more on why he can.
Why he can? All right, go ahead. Explain to me. First of all, do you have him ahead of Michael Jordan?
Yes. It's skills-wise. Skills-wise, in terms of skills. If you're talking about accolades, if you're talking about accolades, and the name, of course, we know Jordan is definitely the GOAT for what he did for basketball. But in terms of skills, I mean, it's just like the Mercedes-Benz. If I take a Mercedes from the 90s and I bring it to 2024, I mean, think about that, 24, perfect number. If I bring that now to 2024 and compare the 1990 Benz, the 2024 takes from the 1990 Benz and adds to it, right? So it's only right that the 2024 Benz is going to come with all the new gadgets, right? So what I'm trying to say is Kobe took from Jordan's game and added all the other stuff. He took from Jordan, took from Olajuwon, from himself, Tim Hardaway, mix up all those things, and then you got modern basketball. So he's the modern day Jordan, which is if Jordan was a 2024 Jordan.
That makes he's
which
better
is
than
going to be
Jordan.
more advanced.
That makes him better than Jordan.
Yes, in my opinion.
See what I'm saying? You a real Kobe fan. That's what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? He's better than Mike. But everything that you said, everything that you just stated how Kobe Bryant is better than Michael Jordan. And I would have to agree with you if we're going to use these standards.
Yeah, he's okay. You remember what Iverson did to Jordan?
Yes.
That should tell everybody that a change happened. This is Kobe's era. That era was done when Iverson dropped Jordan. That showed you this is a new era here. These guys are taking skills from Jordan. Think about it. Iverson had skills from Jordan. He had skills from Tim Hardaway. He took from multiple guys. Jordan only had skills from Jordan and who he learned from before him. So I'd say the game's more advanced, just like I said. So that's the way I'm looking at it. I'd say, yeah. But if Jordan, if you switched around and you said Jordan in 2024, who knows what Jordan would look like now? But it's not. We don't know.
We're not doing. But we can't do that. We can't do that. We only can go by what we know from Michael Jordan. We gotta go. As great as Michael Jordan was, we don't need to keep giving Michael Jordan extra shit that he just never did or can do. Like, that's what I'm saying. If that's the case, then why can't we do it for Kobe? Like, that's what I don't understand. I don't understand how Michael can get all these extra praises for shit that he can't do, but a guy like Kobe Bryant, who, like y'all explained so eloquently, is obviously better than Michael Jordan. But in reality, Kobe Bryant fans are actually afraid of Michael Jordan fans. But not you, Quick Takes. Shout out to you, because you stepped up here and you let these Zesty Jeffries know that as great as Michael Jordan is, Kobe is the 2024 Benz. Michael is the 1993 Bug-Eye Benz. That shit don't work no more. They got ashtrays that you flip down or some shit like that. Like, they got push buttons. We got touchscreen shit over here. You feel me?
No doubt. But hey, remember when we seen that bubble-eyed Benz and belly, man? That was the greatest thing we ever seen back then.
And it was definitely, of course, Michael Jordan was phenomenal back then. That's why Kobe Bryant had no quarrels to actually learn from Mike. And in fact, there's a story from Sam Mitchell who said that there were players back then that used to make fun of Kobe, saying that he wants to be Michael Jordan so bad, that he wants to walk and talk and act like Mike so bad. And Sam Mitchell had to look at them and say, well, damn, why wouldn't you want to be like Mike? What's wrong with trying to be like Mike? Like, if all y'all think Mike's the greatest, this guy's in the gym working out every day to try to be better than Mike, and you're sitting here criticizing him. Can you even stop him? You know what I'm saying? And obviously we know Kobe put up 80 on Sam Mitchell when Sam Mitchell was the coach of Toronto. So we know, again, Sam Mitchell saw it for himself. All the people who were in the NBA, all the players that saw it for firsthand, they knew it because, again, they were professional athletes. They worked hard to get to the NBA. So now they're here. They see another player that is doing something even more extra. Like Caron Butler was saying how Pat Riley used to push him and push him and push him. And he said that, man, there's no way you could work this hard and always be consistent like that. Then he met Kobe Bryant and he was like, yo, it's different. Kobe is just different.
So I get traded. Shaq comes to Miami. I go to Los Angeles. I'm with Kobe first day, press conference. He signs like $136 million. Never seen no shit like that before. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And the second he signed it, he's like, you ready to fucking black out? And I was like, what is a blackout? He's like, we about to fucking black out. Be here at 7 a.m. tomorrow. And I was like, damn, blackout, 7 a.m. tomorrow. And the next day, we started working out, and I realized what a blackout workout was. It was like you getting your reps in, you getting 50 shots from each spot, 100 makes off the move, you getting all this shit, then you get so tired, you see spots, you blacking out. And that was a blackout. And then guess what? You know, I got to tell you the rest. So after that first workout, and you do ones at the end, you go get you something to eat, you take about 3-4 hours to yourself, and you come back and you black out again.
Oh my. That was Kobe. There was no players doing that. Remember Scottie Pippen said that he was not finna fuck up his summer, and he went and enjoyed his 1997 summer and then went got surgery and was gonna take the season off, and Michael Jordan called him selfish because of this type of stuff. Again, players back then did not take their time to do that kind of stuff. So I appreciate your quick takes, man. Thank you for joining me on Friday Night Exposure, man. Hopefully you're enjoying your night, brother. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. We are talking about Kobe Bryant fans and why they can't put him over Michael Jordan. Let me get Craig up in here. What up, Craig? Thank you for joining me, brother. What you got for me, man? What's good, brother?
Man, listen. All right, I want to use analogies. Who's the bigger artist, Bob Marley or Damian Marley?
Bob Marley by far.
Okay, then.
So what is that? Kobe's not Damien. Kobe has nothing to do with Michael Jordan. Marcus is Damien.
Hey, y'all literally just sat here and said he took from Jordan. He took from Jordan. He took from Jordan.
No, he didn't. I explained to you how. I just explained to everybody that he took from everybody, like Gary Payton.
For that notion right there, what made you do that? Knowing that you can turn around this kid, and you saw Kobe was going to be something different early, but what made you do that, knowing that this can possibly turn around and I can be the victim of what I'm telling him?
Kobe was way different. He was a different kid. I was in 10 years more and plus in the NBA at the time. And that's when we were in the 2000s. Yeah. It was like my 10th or my 11th year in the league. And Kobe didn't have a fear of nothing to ask nobody to get better. So he came by me and he was like, big bro, man, you be doing this and that and that. I really want to learn this, man. I really want to learn it because of you. And when he said that, that took something out of me and took something in my heart that a kid with his ability and knowing where he was going wants to really learn, and he doesn't have an ego. And I don't mind that. I don't care about him knowing how to do it and stop it, because if he knows it, it makes me better too, because I got to learn how to stop him now. Because I gave him the game, so I got to learn how to be somewhere else to him to show him something else.
Yeah, Craig, he learned from everybody. He learned from Mike, he learned from Gary, he learned from so many players.
So how many, out of all the players he learned from, how many of them he used to call in the middle of the night just to talk basketball with?
We know he did that. He did that with a couple of guys, but Michael, him and Michael were very, very close. I agree with you. I believe him and Mike. To be honest with you, I believe Michael Jordan showed up at some of those high schools at 2-3 o'clock in the morning to play Kobe Bryant one-on-one. I am gonna go to my grave without no evidence of this, but I can guarantee you there were probably hundreds of nights where Kobe Bryant was renting out a high school at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and Michael Jordan popped up on him and said, "Let's ball."
They probably they probably did that. They, and Mike gambling ass, they probably betted on some games.
Yeah, but that's but I know why you wouldn't put Kobe over Michael Jordan, because you have a different set of standards. You don't have Kobe Bryant second. So if you have Michael Jordan first and you got the gall to put Kobe Bryant second above all the other players that play in NBA history, why can't he be better than Michael Jordan?
I mean, you could say skill. He was more skillful, because I do agree basketball evolved and he took with Jordan and then he did what he did. But just because you're more skill wise, as far it's like what you do with that skills. Like Mike did what he had, and Kobe did what he did what you had. It's just who you prefer on what they skills turn out to, what it resulted, which one who you prefer.
Yeah,
you can have all the skill in the world, but you could be a loser with skills.
But see, that's the thing, Craig, right? But that's the thing. Kobe Bryant fans don't go off of the production. They go off of the fact that Kobe got the skills, he's the Mamba mentality, that he was a true baller. Because again, if we go off of the stats and the accolades,
That sounds like
Bryant,
the eye test. That sounds like Kobe.
But
fans
that's what Kobe fans go
test.
off of. So and mind you, most
I
of these
heard the eye test was a bad thing.
No, well, not for Kobe fans. That's what I'm saying. Anybody who has Kobe and Mike 1 and 2 is predicated mostly on the eye test. So if you have this guard, like I said, if you could put Kobe Bryant over Kareem, Magic, Shaq, Duncan, LeBron, Wilt, Russell, all these players, if you could put Kobe in front of all these players and say Kobe Bryant's a better basketball player, he's a greater basketball player, there's no reason why you can't add Mike to that list.
I mean, was Bruce
unless
Lee
you are afraid of Michael
Bruce
Jordan
Lee
friends.
better than Hitman?
Now, that's a good question though. That's a good question because remember, Hitman was his teacher, right? But there's a lot of stuff that Bruce Lee invented himself and also learned from other styles of karate or martial
1
arts.
through 6. There was only one Bruce Lee movie.
You got to have the rights to put a Bruce Lee movie together. They were just running with the Ip Man movies. But again, this notion that Michael Jordan that's what
Tyson, Nick.
that's what's holding Kobe Bryant back, is supposedly because he's Michael Jordan's Michael Jordan's stepchild or Michael Jordan's thing. That's false. Like, he's just a different player. Even players like JJ Redick influenced Kobe Bryant. Listen to this, Craig.
When I got to play USA basketball for a couple summers very early on in my career, Kobe asked to shoot with me after practice one day. Like, he asked me to shoot with him. I'm like, yeah, for sure, man.
Right.
Let's do it. And he's encouraging me. He's talking to me. We're going through some shooting drills, just me and him. It was, like you said, it was surreal. And then I realized, like 10, 15 minutes into it, I'm like, this guy's actually like watching how I shoot the ball. And then he's asking me questions. He's actually trying to learn something from me. Like, Kobe never passed down an opportunity to get better. That I still remember that so vividly. Like, halfway into it, just being like, oh, wait a minute. I thought I was watching him, but it's actually the other way around.
Watching you, right?
Yo, watch the Byron Scott podcast with John Sally. John Sally got some good Kobe stories.
Yeah. Oh man, I gotta check that out because John Sally.
He had a story when he was just sitting with Kobe. That he was on the team with Kobe, so they were just sitting, and Kobe he was just going to chill with Kobe, and just Kobe. When he went to his room, Kobe had nothing but old basketball tapes, and all they did was just sit and watch players like World Be Free, Sidney Moncrief. He was studying everybody. Yo, you gotta watch that. That's a good.
I gotta check him out. Again, Kobe was a savant of the game, man. He was a historian. He loved the game. He used to watch film all the time. He talked about it again. He talked about how like guys like Jerry West, guys like Mike, guys like Magic all influenced him when he was a kid. And then he eventually, when he got into the league, like he
influenced everybody. Jordan was influenced by Dr. J. Just everybody's influenced by everybody.
Yeah, of course. Not, but like I said, and that's why this whole thing that Kobe he's just another carbon copy of Mike. Like, that gotta stop, man. Like, Kobe's his own individual. He is different. He was, like I said, Mike was drinking.
There is a lot of videos of them, and you could see just mimicking move for move. They had a whole video just comparing move for move from Jordan and Kobe. And I always say, Kobe, he's not really a copy of Jordan. He's a copy of the 95 to 2000 Jordan. He's not the early 80s Jordan because he's not athletic as Jordan is.
Well, so you know what? When Gilbert Arenas said that, people went crazy. When Gilbert Arenas was like, yo, y'all not, like, Kobe is not the athletic Jordan of the 80s. And even Kobe admitted to it. He was like, I didn't have the greatest athleticism. I didn't have all of that. So I had to learn to play the game with my mind as well.
That's crazy because he wanted
to
do what he, his body didn't, was athletic. So he just worked out to make it that way.
Yeah, and I know that was one of the reasons why I didn't like Kobe Bryant when I used to watch him play, because I used to always tell people like, yo, Kobe Bryant don't be taking good shots. I'd be like, yo, all these moves Kobe Bryant make, somebody's still on him. Like he still has a contested shot.
That
It's
don't
still a
matter
difficult
anymore.
shot. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, man, shout out to Kobe, man. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant, man. When I first started GOAT James Kingdom with Brandon, I had Kobe Bryant 15th on my list or 14th on my list.
Man, you wildin'.
But again, I went off of the narrative. It was a lot of misunderstanding about Kobe Bryant, such as, you know, stuff like this was in the media when they were talking about Kobe.
We wanted as a group to kind of address Kobe being selfish on the court.
Something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. I mean, I go to practice and I feel a little uncomfortable. What's this about?
The mood in the locker room was not good. So I asked the ball boys, the trainers, Jerry West, Mitch Kupchak, to leave the room. I want to talk to these players alone. And then I started out on what's going on out there, what's going on with you guys. They didn't want to talk.
It was about them thinking I was out for myself and I was being selfish, and which was totally not the case.
I talked to Jerry West about it at the time and said, you know, Kobe doesn't really want to win if he wants it to be about him. You know, maybe it'd be best to move him on.
Ooh, those are some tough words.
And
Remember,
the problem was Kobe had a Shaq, and when he thinking he had a Pippen on his team, that was the problem. He didn't realize he didn't have Pippen; he had a Shaq.
well, the problem was Shaq didn't have the work ethic Kobe had. Kobe saw what Shaq was doing on a day-to-day basis and really didn't like it, and he felt that he was better than Shaq.
But
because
that video was the early video. That's the
that's the early 2000s.
Grant was on that team.
But that's what I was trying to say about how he was misunderstood, because he doesn't have the same mentality or the same ilk as those players, because they didn't understand Kobe. All those players were veteran guys like Horace Grant, Ron Harper, Glenn Rice, Isaiah Ryder, Shaquille O'Neal. Like they had a squad, you know, Brian Shaw's on that team. Like they had a team full of veterans that didn't understand Kobe because Kobe was different. While they were enjoying their summers with their family, Kobe was working out. Kobe was in the gym 24/7. Nobody was doing that back then.
Felt like they was entitled already. They was already earned. Kobe
Exactly. So Kobe changed everything. He changed the way that NBA players approached the game, and even Mike saw that, and that's why Mike didn't mind talking to Kobe. So if Kobe hits you up, Mike's gonna answer the phone. So Kobe and him got very close. You know what I'm saying? And he respected Kobe's game because like he said, when Mike used to bust my ass, Mike saw that I was still there again, like trying to figure out how to stop Mike or how to go at Mike. You see what I'm trying to say? So at the end of the day, Kobe was separating himself from everybody else. And his teammates didn't understand him. The media didn't understand him because all Kobe did was go to the gym. He's kind of like Kevin Durant, but not being an asshole. But I got some folks in the back. Kobe's not really an asshole. Kobe just don't like his teammates that don't work out. Like if you don't have his work ethic, he can't fuck with you. Jordan was different. If you wasn't as good as Jordan, Jordan didn't like you. But you could work harder than Michael Jordan. Jordan didn't care about that. Jordan wanted you to be as good as him, which was bullshit. The only person who was better than Jordan was Pippen, and that's why Jordan and Pippen got along. I'm out of here. Let me let you get up out of here, Craig, man. Appreciate you, bro. I see you Sunday,
ain't gonna
man.
be here on Sunday, right? You said you going.
No, I'm gonna pop up Sunday because I got to go to the Dwayne Wade thing, but I can pop up because we do it at noon. We got to do the Lord's work. I got to be there for the Lord's work, man.
Well, he deserved it. He deserved his statue in Miami. So
yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna do film. I'm gonna do a whole special. I'm gonna do a whole special on it, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, Craig. Yeah, man. Let's bring up. Listen. I'm gonna warn you, Twin Man. This is a Kobe show. This is a Kobe show. What up, Twin Man? Thank you for joining me on another Friday Night Exposure with the Exposure.
Fuck Kobe. I'm playing. Nah, but we already know why Kobe was never considered better than Mike, because the narrative was he was the carbon copy. Like it's always been media driven to try to, again, protect the mantle as it is. Like you can't have nobody better than Jordan, because you got to think about it. Before Kobe, they tried to have a whole bunch of other players be the next Jordan. So you can't have somebody be better than Jordan if they're the next Jordan. You see what I'm saying? That name's always going to reign supreme if they're the next Jordan. No, it can't be that. So like you said, like Kobe was different, but let's be real here. Kobe also made it easy for people to sit here and say Jordan was better than him by Jordan had the privilege of not being in a social media era. And where everybody's gonna be in your business all the time. So when that shit happened in Colorado, let's be real here. It was all over the world in like 2 hours. And he was already guilty.
It was fucked up
See
too.
what I'm saying?
Now, yeah, but we all know those type of charges are hard to shake in general.
Right, exactly. I make no qualms. I am not a Kobe guy. But when that came out, I immediately said, nah, this just doesn't sound right. I think we should wait till we get more, information in. Then when you get more information in, you find out it's bullcrap. But like you said, it doesn't matter at that point. Once the slop is on you, the smell never comes off. So that's why another reason why they'll never put Kobe over Jordan. Even though Jordan had all his off the court stuff, it's all hearsay. You see what I'm saying? It's all hearsay. Yeah, you have some people. Yeah, we went out partying, this, that, and the third. Okay, they tell it as a fun Jordan story. You see what I'm saying? Of when they hung out with Jordan, or when they went golfing with Jordan, or even when they went to the casino with Jordan. It's always, oh yeah, we were just having a good time playing, having fun. They wasn't sitting here talking about when they was out to 3, 4, 5 in the morning, like you said, drinking, smoking cigars, and then at the roulette table. They're not telling that story.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why nobody knew Kobe, because while all other players were doing that, Kobe was at the gym.
I feel what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? So while Michael Jordan, all these other players, right? And another thing too, Kobe really, it wasn't even just the charge. It was that Kobe actually broke one of the players' fraternity rules, right? The fact that he said something about Shaq during his whole spiel, right?
When he said something about the organization, player inside of the organization.
Exactly. So, but the thing was though, is that Kobe didn't have friends within the old oligarch of the league. He began to build up friends with the guys that were growing up with him. The older guys didn't really pertain to Kobe, because now you can't do stuff around Kobe, right? He got kind of like the D'Angelo Russell treatment, where we can't be in the clubs with you. We can't hang out with you. Are you going to tell our wives that we were, you know what I'm saying? That we were, we were doing all this other crazy stuff? Because Kobe didn't care about none of that. If Kobe went to a club, it was so that I'm going to come with you to be with you because you my teammate. But when I call you at 7 a.m., you better be ready. You better be ready. Because we're gonna work out. We're gonna work out. We're not gonna let nothing stop this. Nothing. Not even you want to enjoy a Sunday afternoon or whatever.
Now, though, what you're telling me now is a lot of the issues Kobe had. We understand the great work ethic, but we're talking about the perception, the public perception of Kobe Bryant. It is the way it is with him not being better than Michael Jordan because of self-inflicted wounds. You see what I'm saying? It's more self-inflicted wounds on why people don't believe Kobe is better than Jordan. I believe that once you get past the night, like once you hit the 2000s, all the 2000s players and those players in the late 90s and stuff like that, they start to surpass a lot of those players in the 80s and 90s. They start to surpass them because the skill level's different. But you also know it's a nostalgia thing. Nothing can ever be better than this era because it was so hard nosed and it was so physical, and you had to get it out the mud. You see, these dudes, it's weird, bro. You already know how basketball fans are.
They are afraid of Michael Jordan fans. So can you agree with me?
I really do agree with that, but let's be real. A lot of people hold on to that era with, especially like the 80s Jordan, like a security blanket. Like the 80s Jordan is the greatest thing you've ever seen ever in life. Like Wilt Chamberlain didn't exist. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, but we already know what it is, bro. Like Kobe, even though I'm not a Kobe guy, I gotta give him his credit. He did change the NBA because he was just his crazy work ethic. Like he was going to be in the gym, working hard, working on his craft every day, and you had to get on his level. But we're not gonna sit here and pretend like he was this nice guy. He was an asshole. Stop acting like he wasn't an asshole, Ajani.
I don't know, man. Kobe was just misunderstood, man. Let's let Ishmael in because you're not doing Twin Man. Twin Man's not gonna do that. Shout out to both of you guys as y'all are GOAT James Kingdom members. Thank you for supporting what we do here. Again, y'all, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become a member of the channel. This is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. I do this every Friday night right here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Also going live on IG, on the GOAT James Kingdom page and the GOAT James Kingdom Facebook group. So shout out to all of you that are supporting us right here and what we do best. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that ring notification so that you know when we're going live. So let's have some fun here, Ishmael. Can you explain to us why Kobe Bryant is better than Michael Jordan?
81 points. Kobe is better than Michael Jordan. Stop playing with me, bro. Kobe is better than Michael Jordan, bro. Better handles, better fadeaway, better footwork, better defender, better player than Michael Jordan. We don't care about the plumbers
Facts.
in the 90s, bro. Playing
Facts.
against Greg Elo, Kobe Bryant playing against Tracy McGrady, Ray Allen, Manu Ginobili, bro. Against the best of the West. Michael Jordan playing against the weak East. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Kobe is better. 33,000 points to weak-ass Jordan's 32,000 points. Better player. We don't care about that plumber era with that weak-ass shooting guard. Michael Jordan's weak-ass scoring titles. Get the fuck out of here. It's Kobe Bryant all day today, bro. Stop playing. We Kobe Bryant, bro. Stop hating, bro.
Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bean Bryant. R.I.P. Kobe and Gigi, man. I was so devastated when I found out he passed away like most of us. It was a sad day, but we got a chance to glorify him. Thank you so much, Ishmael. So Ishmael, hold on, we're gonna bring him up. I'm gonna put y'all in the background so I can bring up some other guys. We have a conversation, and y'all know I'll bring up everybody at the end of the show. But Ishmael, you do agree with me. If you have Michael Jordan 1 and Kobe Bryant 2, there should be no reason why Kobe Bryant can't be ahead of Michael Jordan, correct?
Absolutely. We don't care about the media awards, bro. We care about the fact that your impact of the game, what you did, bro. The most difficult era to play in basketball. Bro scored 2,000 points in a decade, bro. Who can compete with that? You can't compete with that. Michael Jordan, two-time quitter. Who can't even impact?
Wait.
Better get the fuck out of here.
And remember, Kobe won without Shaq.
He won without Shaq.
Kobe won without Shaq. And two-peated. And repeated. Exactly. And Kobe won with less. Shout out to all the real Kobe Bryant fans like Ishmael. So listen, gentlemen, I'm going to put y'all in the background because we got some Michael Jordan fans that want to step up to the plate. We're going to figure out. Now, I don't know if these guys have Kobe second, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out how much they really love Kobe. I'll bring y'all back up in a second. I appreciate you, gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. We are live. We are doing big things here. We got games on the slate as well. Don't be afraid to check us out here every week. We do this all the time. All we do is talk basketball. We do the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. We do the GOAT James Kingdom show on Sunday every noon Eastern time with B. Lee and Ajani. I'm Ajani the Exposer. This is what I do. We're talking about Kobe Bryant, his game impact, his impact on the game of basketball, and why Kobe Bryant fans are so afraid of Michael Jordan fans to the point that they won't put Kobe Bryant over Michael Jordan. They'll put Kobe Bryant over every other player in NBA history, but they refuse to do it for Michael Jordan. But let me bring up my boy Peter. Shout out to Peter. Thank you for joining me. Peter, can you explain to me, first of all, do you got Kobe Bryant second on your list? Peter, you're up. You can unmute yourself, Peter.
Oh, my bad, bro. Second
What's good, brother? You got Kobe second all time?
Man, hey, you man, you must be on that flocker, man.
Okay, so you don't have Kobe. So can you explain to me how? I mean, you can't explain it to me because you got Mike number 1, and I know why you got Mike number 1. I need a Kobe fan up here. Where are these Kobe guys? All of a sudden, I can't get a Kobe fan up. I should have talked about.
I thought you just had 2 on.
What?
Just now.
Twin Man is far from a Kobe Bryant fan. Don't get Twin Man started. Now Ishmael has the heart. Quick Takes came up here. Shout out to Quick Takes. He said Kobe Bryant by the skill level, by all of the metrics that they use to say why Kobe Bryant is the greatest player besides Mike. would make him better than Michael Jordan.
Hey, Twin Man, the one that be calling Jay the bald head menace. That's him.
That's him. That's him.
That's a funny ass nickname.
I'm gonna put you to the background, Peter. I'm gonna bring you up so you and Twin Man can have some fun. We're gonna have some fun on some Friday night. Let me bring up somebody else right quick. And then because I want to find out from a Kobe Bryant fan. Shout out to Amma Crazy. Thank you for joining me, man. This is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. We're talking Kobe Bryant fan. Can you explain to me why Kobe Bryant isn't above Jordan?
Kobe can never be above Jordan. It's MJ all day, player. He talking about some car. He talking about some 2024 car. Man, look, man, cars ain't been built Ford tough since the olden days. What is he talking about? They made of plastic these days, fam. Just like the players made of plastic. Stop.
Oh my God, man. All right, so wait, do you got Kobe second?
No, I got Kobe third behind LeBron. It's MJ, then LeBron, then Kobe.
Then Kobe. Okay.
You got to put Kobe and LeBron together to even get MJ.
But then what happened to all the Ford truck toughness? You got a lot of 2000s players in your top three. What do you round off your top five with? Who's the next two guys behind Kobe?
I got Shaq at 5, and then I got between Tim Duncan and KD at 4 because Tim Duncan is the dude, but KD just, I don't know, he a matchup problem. I got to put him somewhere.
You got to put him somewhere. Okay, but wait a minute now. You said Ford tough. We got the Bug-Eye Benz, which is Michael Jordan, and then you got a bunch of 2000 cars running around here. What happened to Ford tough?
What do you mean? Jordan is what what a basketball player is supposed to be, man. He come in there with the suit and everything, and he Air Jordan. Kobe ain't got the physical attributes to be Jordan. He can be hit the 95, but he can't be the 87. You see what I'm saying? The only way Kobe can be Jordan if Jordan shot worse, if Jordan would shoot over 2 or 3 players when he had 3 or 4 other players open. That's the only thing Kobe did. What do you say? Kobe is only good at usage rate. Come on, man. Stop it.
You said a usage rate? Michael Jordan got the #1 usage rate in NBA history.
Listen,
I can understand your take because, like you said, you got Mike #1, you got LeBron #2, you got Kobe right behind him. So basically, for you, it's listen. Mike's the greatest player ever. LeBron's very close, and Kobe's very close to as well, but he's just not better than LeBron. So I got you on that aspect there. I can see that. I can tell what era you watch and what part of the game that you love. But man, if you got Kobe that high, you could put him above LeBron and Michael Jordan.
No. Look, what did Phil Jackson say, man? He said Jordan was better, right? Because of hands or whatever. Kobe said he couldn't be Jordan because he didn't have the physical attribute. He only had a 40-inch vertical or whatever. It's the same thing, man. Mitch Richmond, who played against Jordan, who played on the same team as Kobe, said, Mike, everybody who played against the Bulls, Jordan, Sally
said Sally said that Kobe's better than Mike. He said that he teases Mike about that all the time, that Kobe was better than him. He said I played both of them. He said Kobe was better.
Sally changed his mind once he went on Gilbert Arenas, man. Come on, I saw the show. Man. You can't tell somebody who saw the show. See, Jordan only lost to what they call dynasties. He only lost to Boston in the playoffs in the Pistons besides his rookie year when he lost to the Bucks. Other than that, he lost to dynasties, man. Stop it, man. Jordan is the best. Jordan is the last one on the Olympic team to win the Olympics gold with an all-college team. Remember in 84, then in 88, what happened? They got beat up, and then they called for Jordan back in 92. Like, we need you back, player. He's the first phone call they made. Come on, man.
Well, some people say they called Kobe for the Redeem Team, and that's a tougher Olympic than 92.
Yeah, they called him because he's MJ Jr. Remember, he has the skill that MJ has. He has the skill, but he don't have the athleticism that MJ had. See, LeBron got the athleticism, but he ain't got the skill. You got to put them both together to get MJ, fam.
You just take MJ shot after shot.
MJ all day. MJ the GOAT. 6 of 6 in championships, man. Stop it, man. He only played 12 seasons. Y'all count them 2 seasons in Washington, and the one he broke his leg. He only played 16 games. Man, stop it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is America crazy. He is over here defending Kobe Bryant. I mean, the Michael Jordan over Kobe Bryant. Again, you don't have him second, so I can see why that's understandable. Wally, you in the comments, Wally, but you need to step up here because you need to explain yourself because you got Kobe second. If I'm correct, Wally, you got Kobe second, and you need to explain to us why Kobe can't be better than Mike since you put him better than everybody else.
So
I need real Kobe Bryant fans up here. Why can't I find a Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan fan on a Friday night? What do y'all be doing? Oh, y'all criminals. Y'all are criminals.
We are Michael Jordan fans.
Criminal
activities.
activities.
Hey Johnny, let's be real here.
They
this
scared,
dude
bro. They
this
scared.
dude
Jordan played with the flu. Kobe Bryant played with a broken finger. Jordan ain't got nothing on Kobe Bryant. He ain't got nothing on intensity.
Kobe's tougher than Michael Jordan too. He's tougher than Michael Jordan as well.
He's mentally tougher than Michael Jordan.
My point. What did he sit here and say, man? He could never be better than Mike, man. I mean, he was carbon copy. He said exactly what every Jordan fan says when it comes to Kobe Bryant, bro.
I said he don't. He's not athletic enough.
He wasn't athletic.
Don't care about that athleticism when you play.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of players. There was a bunch of players more. There's a bunch of players more athletic than Kobe. You ain't got in front of Kobe, so it can't be really athleticism.
Who shot a better percentage?
Now we using stats.
Jordan. Who's stronger? Who's faster? He's stronger. He's faster. He's more athletic. He's everything.
Wait a minute. I gotta let you gentlemen off because I'm sorry, my members. I'm sorry. I got my boy Wally Lancaster in the building. Shout out to Wally. Wally.
Hey, big homie.
What's up, my man?
Hey,
Talk to me, brother.
Let me straighten some things up, man, real quick. I'm so tired of hearing niggas get on these channels, man. LeBron, I just found out that LeBron James done missed the most shots in the NBA in history, right?
You just found that out?
Yeah, I was just on the phone talking to one of my homies in New York, and we was just sitting. We was watching something else, and we was just talking about a lot of other stuff. But it came up, and I said, "Hold it, man! This dude supposed to be the king of this and the goat of this, and all these games he done played in." And then I found out that they got something called game management, and I'm not on LeBron like that because he did a lot for the game. But
you on LeBron. You started on LeBron. You on LeBron.
But I'm saying I don't want to hang my hat on him. But the other one of them channels, man, they had Gilbert Arenas up there, and he was lying about the P. Diddy, and everybody was listening to this dude. I wanted to come up on that show so bad because he was using his status as an NBA player to lie to the people on the channel, and wasn't nobody pushing back on this nigga. Now hold it. Now Gilbert Arenas is an NBA player, and he has some bright spots in the NBA. But that don't make that motherfucker no Johnny Cochran, no lawyer.
But hold on, I thought you said that you don't respect anybody who didn't play at a high level. Why are you disrespecting Gil? He played at a high level.
Well, what I'm saying about Gil, right? Okay, I never, when I talk about a high level, and by me playing, right?
Yes.
And the reason why I hold people like Kobe and even people like LeBron, man, shit, I could play with Gilbert Arenas. Fuck that. No way in that. One thing about it, right? Being at that level, you get an opportunity to play against pros. You get a chance to go in to see. Now Gilbert Arenas was athletic and everything like that, but that nigga has some serious flaws. How many playoff games did he win?
I think they won a playoff series or two in it while he was there. If I'm correct, I know he lost to the GOAT. I know he lost to the GOAT a couple of times.
This is what I'm saying to you. This is what I'm saying. Yeah. You have to think hard about it, don't you?
No, I mean he played in the 2000s. Now that's over 20 years ago. Now, if I actually
you was alive, you should know. I know that, man.
But I'm not. I wasn't a Washington Wizards fan though. I wasn't a Washington Wizards fan.
You cannot be selective in how you disseminate your information, man.
What
Either
you mean?
You know what you're doing or you don't. I mentioned the guy, but to move on from that point,
he's won a playoff game.
Kobe Bryant learned his work ethic. Kobe Bryant learned his work ethic by being a good friend to Michael Jordan. You got to go
False.
back and just look at the tapes.
False.
They said they used to be. He said he used to call Michael Jordan at the wee hours in the. He had an open line to one of the greatest players that ever played the game. He didn't have big hands. He wasn't super athletic. You can hear what he's saying. But he had that dog in him, man. He worked. Allen Iverson said he. They go to the club. Kobe go to the gym. Everybody know these stories, man.
Yeah, you know why? You know why he can hit up Jordan at the wee hours?
You
know why he can hit up Jordan at
the?
we do hear these stories. Do you know why he can hit up Jordan in the wee hours? Because we all know Jordan's in the club tricking.
Nah, man, you can't be in the club tricking, and then go out on the floor every time you hit the floor and give the people the business, man. Jordan.
That's what Mike did.
He was cold, man.
That's what Mike did.
I don't care what nobody say. You cannot take away what the man did on the floor. I saw Jordan. A lot of young guys coming up. That's why I'm hard on. I got a strong aversion towards guys who never played. If you never been to a camp, if you never been in there and actually felt, see, it's one thing to talk about Kobe. He said something about blacking out, but it's another thing to go through it. And then
he went through it with Kobe.
In a game that what Kobe's talking about, you black out in that game. You can black out in that game. Meaning your body goes to a particular place in time where you're gonna have to find out. You're gonna have to find out where to get that monster out you to win.
And that's what Kobe did. Listen, you said that. No, wait. You said wait. Hold on. You said.
Let me say this to you.
Go ahead. I got to show you something. You got to pay attention though. But go ahead, Wally.
I seen Michael Jordan do it, but when I seen LeBron play, I see that nigga fade. I said, damn, where's he going? The game is on the line. This is the King James. He ain't supposed to be looking for nobody. Look, he supposed to call his number. He supposed to call his play, and he's supposed to go to work.
Oh my God!
See, that's what I'm trying to say. This how I see the game. Now the LeBron James boys, they sitting back. LeBron, they going into Diddy mode. You dig what I'm saying? They going into P Diddy mode when this nigga's not coming through. He went to the finals, man, 10 times and got his ass kicked 6 times, man.
But what does that got to do with Kobe Bryant being better than Mike? No, how are you gonna sit here and tell us, right, that Michael Jordan had all this crazy work ethic when the players who were in the league at the time know Michael Jordan didn't, and players who saw Kobe was talking like this?
I used to watch Kobe before the game, right? And how we went to shoot around and pregame, getting our shots up, they do the little hand and no. This man in real time, full contact, and you better hit him how he gets hit in the game.
Man, I saw
before
this
the
tape,
game.
Man.
So if he's doing, 1-2 at the elbow pump fake, you better jump and you better land
This nigga right here couldn't play with no Michael Jordan.
And I'm like, he's getting hit harder in this than we are in a game. And if you don't hit him, that's not realistic. That's not what they're gonna do. Rajah Bell is not gonna play me like that. And I'm sitting here, and I'm sitting here like,
you can't fuck with nobody that got a mind. They mind trained like that. That's scary.
And that's what he's practicing. And 2 hours before the game, he's playing us.
Sitting there, right?
And he's over here talking about Rajah Bell won't play him like that.
You see who John Wall said? John Wall said nobody got that mentality. Jordan did not have that mentality. Wally, stop giving Jordan Kobe Bryant's mentality. Michael Jordan did not have that.
John Wall, and that guy that you had up there talking,
Gilbert Arenas.
Jordan would have gave them 40 easy.
No, he couldn't have.
Come on, man.
Why?
Neither one of those guys got anywhere to an NBA Finals. All of them guys you got up there talking, Gilbert Arenas and that other brother, I don't know his name. I know he was like a scorer. He's like a point guard.
Gilbert Arenas. That's Gilbert Arenas who put up 60 on Kobe.
I know Gilbert Arenas. He Agent Zero. I live in the city. I used to watch him play. But what I'm saying, he couldn't do nothing with no Michael Jordan. So what is he talking about?
He put up 60 on Kobe. He gonna put 60 on Mike easily.
What is he going to do? That guy, Gilbert Arenas, didn't win shit.
Yeah, because he didn't play for the Lakers.
Oh, well, if that's what you want to call it.
You know, he played for the team that Michael Jordan destroyed, the Washington Wizards.
No.
Yes, Jordan destroyed the team. It got so bad in Washington, they gave Gilbert Arenas $100 million. That's how bad Michael Jordan was.
6 championships in a row, man. And I saw LeBron
With
James
Scotty.
lose 6.
With
I
Scotty.
saw Kobe. And you know one thing?
With Scotty.
To Jordan,
Let me say that. He won 6 with Scotty. And Jordan could win nothing without Scotty.
To Jordan's credit, to guys like Stephon Curry's credit, and to guys like Kobe's credit, some others, they stayed put and they got it done. LeBron James bouncing over here, bouncing. Man, I can't win, man. I got to come down. Let me come on down. I can hear that nigga on the phone.
Wally, I'm not finna. Hold on, wait, Wally. I'm not finna keep letting you here talk about LeBron James like this, as if you don't understand LeBron James is better than both the players that you're talking about. LeBron James is far better than them.
Hey, look,
LeBron is clutch. LeBron is more clutch than Kobe. He's more clutch than Michael Jordan. He won more than Michael Jordan won. Michael Jordan, like the man said, Gilbert Arenas won more playoff games than Michael Jordan did without Scottie Pippen.
Hold it though. What you gonna do?
What are you talking about?
In the finals, man.
What you mean we'll do 6 up? We gonna take that to the chip. They put banners up for those 6. We still got 6 trophies and 6 banners. How about that?
What you mean 6 banners? 6 banners, 6 NBA
They got
finals?
banners. You don't know. You don't know they hang up Eastern Conference banners, Western Conference banners.
Go pull up the clip. Hey, go pull up the clip. I laugh like a big dog. Go pull up the clip. Go pull up the clip where Kobe Bryant is talking about. He say, "Hey man, we don't hang up no conference championships. I'm adding.
That's LA. That's not because of Kobe. Kobe has nothing.
Just hold it for a minute,
no.
man.
I heard it. I heard that. Kobe has nothing. Wait. Kobe Bryant.
Let me tell the people.
I've been letting you. This is my people's. I let you know when you can talk to my people.
I gotta say, brother.
No. I heard what you said. Listen.
No,
Wally.
you didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish.
I did let you finish, Wiley. I told you that I heard that, but you can't give Kobe credit. You can't give Kobe credit. Listen. You can't give Kobe. Listen, you can't give Kobe credit for what the Lakers do.
You out of control, homie. You won't let me say what I gotta say, brother. Kobe Bryant, man, say we don't hang no.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Sit your ass down.
Now y'all know what happens when you don't let Ajani speak. When you don't let me speak, you get put in the dugout because you have a problem.
Do I give a fuck? No, not one. How many fucks do I give? 0. Exactly. So therefore your comment is irrelevant.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Sit your ass in this dugout, Wally, with Michael Jordan. Take a break, because you can't listen. Kobe Bryant explained how the Lakers don't put up conference banners. That is a Laker decision. Has nothing to do with Kobe Bryant. He agreed with it. But if Kobe Bryant would have won an in-season tournament, he would put up the in-season tournament banner. NBA celebrates the Eastern Conference Championship and the Western Conference Championship. Not only do they celebrate it, you get a trophy, you get hats, you get shirts, and a banner. You want to give Michael Jordan credit for losing while giving LeBron no credit for winning. And this is why you got to sit in the dugout. Because to be honest with you, nobody give a fuck what you got to say, Wally, but me. I just like having these conversations with you.
Well, first of all, you have the presumption that people care what you say. They don't. Sit your ass down.
Now you got to remember, this is GOAT James Kingdom. This is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. I'll put you in the dugout when you don't know how to act.
Sit your punk ass down. That old bullshit.
So let's try this again, Wally. Let's go ahead and try this again, Wally. Now, go ahead and tell us the story about Kobe Bryant and why the Western Conference Championship means nothing because of Kobe Bryant.
I don't know what you done did to me, man.
I put you in the dugout to take a break, get your medicine.
But you put me.
I put you in the dugout, the 94 dugout. That's where you belong. When you don't let me speak, you go into the dugout.
I don't know how to work this thing here, but you done put me in the dugout because you can't accept the truth. My man Jack Nicklaus had the movie. He said, "You can't handle the truth, man. You don't want me to tell you the truth."
And why
You guys are so emotional, but I understand why you're emotional because
basketball
never
dudes
really
up
played.
here, bro, playing in
As
no
long as you think MJ the GOAT, we
Never
good.
really played.
Like, bro, stop it, Wally. Like, just stop it, Wally.
I can't even
Stop
find
it.
it.
It's
You
exactly
can't
why
find
old
it.
people don't need internet.
Get your medicine, Wally, because you out here lying and fibbing on Friday Night Exposure. Stop fibbing. Stop fibbing. It's bad that you don't want to put. You got a nerve to say Kobe Bryant got all this skill level and he can't be better than Michael Jordan.
Because
Michael Jordan. Some of these guys that you bring up, and some of the guys in the chat, if they had truly played the game of basketball and they would get a better understanding of what they're looking at when they get at get on the couch, get in the couch potato mode and get their lemonade and their chips and whatever, and they would have a better understanding. It's not their fault, man. It's not their fault.
All right, so wait. Hold on, wait. No. Let's do this because I want to shock some Michael Jordan fans. So why when Kobe Bryant wanted to talk about the greatest defender of all time, why he mentioned Michael Jordan? He mentioned Scottie Pippen.
I'm a young player coming into the league today. I would really focus on the defensive end of the floor and look at Scottie Pippen. I mean, this guy was a genius. It's ball pressure, playing passing lanes, blocking shots, taking charges, and he played with a passion on the defensive end of the floor. Like, no, this is the most exciting part of the game to me.
Obviously,
if I can learn how to cut angles off like Scottie, be aggressive on the defensive end of the floor like Scottie, I think that'll just take my game and the team that drafts me to an entirely different level.
When he kicked your ass, you ducked your head and wouldn't shake the man's hand.
Okay, check this out.
You ain't hear the video playing while you were talking,
Every
bro.
time you lose, you supposed to
You ain't hear the video playing, dog, when you were talking.
Go shake the man's hand.
Hold on.
And
now,
bro,
this man talked straight through the video, bro. That's crazy.
Those hearing aids is not working, bro. You got those hearing aids out.
I ain't no emotional.
I want to know what's cracked.
I think the hearing aids is not working, bro. You need to go see the doctor and get some new batteries.
I saw what I did.
Go eat your tapioca and sit down, bro. Shit.
Now you get on there and you're crying and on TV with Magic Johnson. You know what you did.
I think he can't hear us,
Everybody
Ajani.
saw what you did.
I don't think he can hear
Hey,
you.
let's let him rant. Hey, let's let him rant. Go ahead, continue, Wally.
You walked right by the guy and you wouldn't shake his hand. That's cold, but in the opposite direction. See, he supposed to say, "Hey man, you got me. Hey man, go and take over, man. We had our day. Now it's your time to get down." That's how you do that. You don't get all emotional like these guys on the chat. Wally this. They told me LeBron James lead the league in the most missed shots. I say, well, hell, there it is right there. That's why you can't win no championships.
Wait a minute. How many? Wally. Who did he surpass? Who did LeBron James surpass for the most missed shots?
The guys in the chat said that he passed Kobe, right? I don't know.
Did.
I don't know. Look, man. You know. I ain't no stat guy. That came.
Well, why are you using a stat to discredit LeBron then?
I told you it came to me. I was talking to a guy in New York, and he brought it up.
Wait. What level of basketball did this guy play at? I need to know this New Yorker.
Did he play? Player. He was a football player.
Oh, so he never played basketball at any high level, and you taking information from this man?
He was a football player, so I can respect it because he
I can't respect that. I can't respect that. You out here disrespecting Gilbert Arenas. You out here disrespecting Kobe Bryant. You out here disrespecting players who watch Kobe play. Even Kobe Bryant told you that Michael Jordan is just Michael Jordan.
I tell you, like when I was in high school, and I used to work out with the 76ers. I used to ask him, what's it like to guard Mike? He go, Mike? You mean Black Jesus? I'm like, what the fuck? Black who? Oh, we call him Black Jesus. Or you can call him Black Cat. I'm like, I'm gonna call him fucking Mike. That's his fucking name. So the level of fear that he inspired in others was insane. Wow. And I would tell him, I said, when I face him, we're gonna go at it. He says, oh, you don't wanna do that. I'm like, what? Man, you don't know me, man. And so when we matched up, I think he understood that. And when I was 18, my first year, he got the best of me a bunch of times. I was right there the next play. you're not intimidating me, I'm not going anywhere. And I think he saw that level of respect because I think he was the same way at 18 years old. And that common bond is what I think, where our connection was built.
Yeah, he ain't faced 88 Mike though, so he wouldn't
Exactly.
have that feel.
Exactly. He did not face 87 Mike.
It's not. I like 88 Mike better
You
than
talking about
87
you talking about fake stats, Mike? That's what we talking
87
about.
Mike averaged 37.
This the problem. This the problem, bro.
He averaged 37
These dudes, and right there is Kobe
white
Bryant's superpower.
Okay, hold on. Let me clear up this whole janitor thing. Can I talk for a hot second, fam?
You're right.
Hey, you gotta let somebody else talk.
Can I talk for a second about all this watered down league crap?
Played against
I want to.
Let me
talk
though, bro.
Let's let him explain why. What's your beef, America Crazy, about this idea that the 90s was watered down and that Jordan did play weak competition?
Y'all keep on talking about the competition was weak, man. Stop it with the whole competition was weak. You talking about the what expansion teams again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they added 4 teams to the league in the 80s. Okay, cool. 2 of them teams was in the playoffs within 4 years. The other 2 was in within 7 years. Okay, those same expansion teams are around today. They still doing the same thing. The worst expansion team was Miami. Their first year, they only won 15 games, right? How many games did Detroit win last year, sir? They your expansion team. How many games did the Spurs win, sir? 15. They your expansion team. The expansion teams are still in the league today. They still watered down league. What are you saying? It's the same damn thing. Y'all got 9 expansion teams in the league right now.
No,
that ain't win over 25 games.
Are you done? Are you done?
Hey, let me say something, here, Johnny. He been going. I mean, it's almost 11 o'clock, man. Some other people got to hit the blunt too, bro.
Go ahead.
The blunt, dog.
Go ahead. What you got? Because I'm about to expose all of y'all with this nonsense. But go ahead.
The biggest counter argument I got to offer insofar as Michael Jordan wouldn't thrive in the no illegal defense era and all of that stuff, right? The dead ball era, blah blah blah. I mean, are we forgetting that at 40 years old, Mike averaged 20 and shot 45%, which is Kobe's career average, and that's a old, dilapidated Mike, right? And in that season, I think he had a 50-point game. I don't know if it was 01 or 02, but one of them years he had a 50-point game, a 40-point game back to back, right? And we heard we saw what he did to Shawn Marion in the All-Star game. We heard what Ron Artest had to say about guarding him at that age. So for me, if you're a logical person, right, and you see what a 40-year-old man was able to do in the quote-unquote toughest era, then by extrapolation, you say, okay, if I take that same individual in his prime, when he had Dwayne Wade level of speed, quickness, explosion, and all of that shit could get to the line 11 times, 12 times a game, then that should tell you he's dominating in this era just the same.
Would average 50.
I don't know. He wouldn't average 50. That's ridiculous.
KD even said it. KD said with all the space.
That's ridiculous.
With all the space and all the extra possessions that they get today, when he averaged 37, give him 10 more points, is what KD said.
He wouldn't be able to get enough shots up to average 50.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys can understand why the GOAT James Kingdom platform exists. Narratives and lies such as these two gentlemen had just spoke over the live airwaves right here on GOAT James Kingdom channel are quickly going to be exposed. First, let me get to America Crazy and this expansion era. The expansion era had nothing to do with team records. It had to do with the fact that the NBA expanded and added players to the league that were not good for the league. Guys like Muggsy Bogues became starters because of expansion eras. Guys like Greg Anthony became starters because of the expansion era. When you're talking about those teams like the Miami Heat, the Orlando Magics, the Charlotte Hornets that ended making the playoffs during those expansion eras, they were able to do that because they were getting first-round draft picks, early lottery picks. Shaq was a lottery pick. Penny was a lottery pick. LJ was a lottery pick. Zoe was a lottery pick. Cycli was a lottery pick. Glenn Rice, all of these guys that these teams are at, all these players, because they were sorry first. The league had to actually put a rule in when they put in Toronto and Vancouver that they couldn't get the number 1 overall pick for like 5 years because of what happened during the early 90s and how teams like Detroit, Boston, LA, and all the teams that were dominant in the 80s fell to the wayside due to the expansion era. These same players that you want to use their quotes and words about things also said the 90s was weak. Larry Bird, Dr. J, Dennis Rodman, plenty of people explain why the 90s era was watered down due to the expansion by adding players to the league that were not ready to play, such as high school players, international players, and players that just didn't deserve to have a uniform at all. If they didn't expand, Muggsy Bogues not in the league. If they don't expand, Greg Anthony never becomes a starter in the NBA. He is a bench player. So all of these things is why I make that era watered down. Now, as far as the competition level, Michael Jordan never faced a Ron Artest. He never faced these elite defenders in the 80s and 90s. There was no elite defending guards in the 90s and 80s other than Michael Cooper, which came off the bench for most of his career. Guys like Albert Robinson or 6'5", 6'4". Again, Michael Jordan did not have the level of competition in 2000. Now, this goes to you, Peter. This idea that a 2003 Michael Jordan at 40 who took 20 shots per game to average 20 points per game was somehow dominant on 41% shooting, you're false on that.
No,
Jordan,
he shot 45 the next year.
He shot 41.
The first year he shot 41.
No, he shot 41% in 2003 when he averaged 20 points per game.
No, incorrect.
Yes, he did.
He shot 40. I'll look it up right now.
Go look it up while I keep speaking. Don't cut me off. Go look it up. He shot 43% or 44% the year before. But he shot 41% when he played 82 games in 2003, averaging 20 points per game on 20 shots per game. Michael Jordan cannot play the game of basketball the way you are trying to extrapolate. He played the game the way he played it.
Excuse me, sir. Can I talk now?
No.
Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. I'm still listening. All right.
Yeah. Pay attention. If you
I'm paying attention because I got to come back to all this.
If you need help, I can put you in the dugout. And in that way, you can pay attention for sure. Now, let me speak. I'm not done. I gave y'all the mic. Y'all said what y'all had to say. Now take this exposure like a man. Okay? Again, Michael Jordan did not have the skills to dominate in the 2000s. He had the athleticism to dominate the 80s. That athleticism becomes Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. It becomes half of the guards in the 2000s. Richard Jefferson, Jason Richardson. All of these players are super athletic. Michael Jordan didn't see these guys when he played. Michael Jordan never saw defenses that can shut him down. That fast step that you said Dwayne Wade had, Jordan didn't have Dwayne Wade's dribble skills. Jordan couldn't go left. We've seen it. There's still videos to this day showing you Michael Jordan when he goes left is an absolute nightmare. These are facts. Doesn't take away from Michael Jordan's game. I keep telling y'all this. Y'all the ones who want to keep praising Michael Jordan. I'm trying to praise Kobe tonight. Because Kobe was more skilled, was way much more skilled than Michael Jordan. He could dribble better, he could shoot better, he could do so much better than Michael Jordan. He played in a tougher era than Michael Jordan. He had to guard tougher guys. I saw Kobe guard Damian Lillard and shut Damian Lillard down. Never seen Michael Jordan do that in any sort.
Hey, I got
Never
the
played
numbers
against
for you,
anybody.
Johnny.
What is the numbers, Peters?
All right, so in 2001, he averaged 22.9 on 22.1 shots.
Mm-hmm. What was the field goal percentage?
It was 41%.
And I know that. You have now been exposed by the exposure.
Who cares about them stats? They didn't even impact winning.
Go ahead,
that's
Ishmael.
What it's all about.
Go ahead,
all about
Ishmael.
impacting winning.
Michael Jordan was a beneficiary of playing in a weak-ass league, weak-ass era. They played with neck braces on.
I didn't finish saying what I was saying,
hey,
though, bro.
I'm talking. It's my turn. I'm talking. You had your chance. My bad. You had your chance.
Hey, pussy nigga, I wasn't done talking.
I don't care. I'm talking. You had your chance. Too bad. You should have said what you needed to say. Too bad. That's your fault. Okay, they played in Chuck Taylor's. They had a 7th round draft. What kind of weak ass shit is that? 7 rounds draft, bro. Playing against weak ass white boys that was slow as molasses. Michael Jordan was so great. He didn't even need to have a left hand to be great. Weak ass white boys. Just his athleticism alone got him over the hump. And they played in the league with no zone and played in an era where they had illegal defense. That fucking sucks. What kind of shit is that? Then he got to play in a beneficiary of another era where they had freaking an expansion team playing against Muggsy Bogues and Craig Elo. Weak as sorry as shit. Like, what kind of stuff is that? Kobe Bryant had a stronger mentality. He had that Mamba mentality. He was that dog. He played with a broken finger. Michael Jordan played in a flu game. It wasn't even a flu game. It was a hangover because he didn't have the determination and the discipline to make sure to not get fucking drunk before a goddamn game. Sorry ass player. Goddamn, Kobe Bryant didn't go to clubs. He made sure he wanted to win. He chastised his teammates and criticized them in order to become champions. He elevated LeBron James and a bunch of other players on the USA team to become great players for the gold medal win. That's Kobe Bryant. He played in the toughest era of basketball. Fucking Michael Jordan was a beneficiary against sorry-ass players playing in Chuck Taylors and fucking neck braces. You can't compare that to Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan would average 20 points and shoot with 50%, would shoot 40% if Tony Allen was guarding him. He wouldn't do squat if he brought his game in the 80s. Stop playing, bro. Kobe Bryant 81 points. Michael Jordan ain't got shit on Kobe.
He averaged 23 at 40, so he gonna go down to 20 at 18.
Listen. I want Peter
what
to
about
tell
when Kobe
me.
only averaged 13?
Listen, I don't care about that. I want Peter to tell me what was Michael Jordan's field goal percentage for 2002-2003 season where he played 82 games and averaged 20 points per game.
The last season.
Hey, bruh. How you let that fly ass nigga? Hey, you know what? Let me let it go.
Don't do that, Peter. Don't do that, Peter. Peter, don't do that. We are all wait. We are all men here. I open up Friday Night Exposure for y'all to talk basketball. Don't get in your emotions because you lied. Blatantly lied. I gave you an opportunity, Peter. We sat there and let you speak. You went and got the information and saw you were fucking wrong. You didn't know Michael Jordan's numbers because you don't need numbers to make Michael Jordan the GOAT. So I ask you again, if you don't need fucking numbers to make Michael Jordan the GOAT, why the fuck Kobe Bryant can't be better than Michael Jordan? Because there's nothing that makes Kobe Bryant better than Michael Jordan other than the same shit you're using to make Michael Jordan the fucking GOAT. We're going to have a show here, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what I do best. That's why I'm the exposer. I shut this shit down. I let y'all speak. It's not my fault you speak fucking uninformed, ignorantly, without having information. So when you show up on a Friday night, respect my guests, because at the end of the day, Ishmael and Twin Man are GOAT James Kingdom members, and I can only have a show with them. I don't need y'all. So y'all gonna respect each other, and y'all gonna respect the platforms that are giving you this opportunity to speak. You are able to speak. But just remember, if you're not saying the right shit, you will be exposed by the exposer. That's what Friday Night Exposure is all about. You want to lie and not get called out for your lies? Go to Cricket TV. Go to Michael Jordan Fans Are the Worst page. Go to Meltdown Television. Go to Unsmart Hoops. Go on those programs where lies are accepted and available because it sounds better than the truth. Here in GOAT James Kingdom, we only talk what we know. We don't talk nothing else. And what we know is Michael Jordan shot 41% and 2003. That is not fucking great by Michael Jordan standards. Not by GOAT James Kingdom standards. So don't get upset because everybody gets a chance to speak. Now I'm going to bring up y'all one by one because every time I bring y'all up, y'all start acting all fucking crazy. So America Crazy, I addressed your comment about the expansion era and the weak era that Jordan played in. What is your response?
Okay. Now, wait, hold on. Can I go to that Kobe thing first? Because you said Michael Jordan at 40 only averaged 22.9, but Kobe last 3 years he averaged 13.8 points, 22.3 points, and 17.6 points, and he shot 45%, 41%, 41%. That's his last 3 years when he 37, 38, and 39. Mike at 40 averaged 22.9, so that already clears that out of there. As far as what I'm talking about, the expansion teams, it doesn't. You talking about it brought more people in that wasn't NBA players? No, they kept the same NBA players because they drafted from NBA teams. And then, yes, they got high draft picks to get them way more talent, right? And then you're talking about the defense. What are you talking about? Gary Payton was in the 90s. What are you Lindsey Hunter, do you remember that dude? Defensive guard was in the 90s.
You did not just say Lindsey. Did you not just say Lindsey Hunter? Did you just say Lindsey Hunter?
That dude was a lock. That dude was a lock. Then you got Joe Duke. Like, come on, dude. But most of the defenders in that era were big men, though. Meaning they didn't want people coming to the hole like you can easily run to the hole right now in this era. The people with defense were the big dudes, guard the rim. That's where you get the Akeem Olajuwons, the David Robinsons, the Pat Ewins, dude, the big man. So I don't understand what y'all talking about defense. Y'all don't even know the game. It's right, MJ all day.
First, let's attack this getting to the rim thing. It is easier to get to the rim in the 1900s than today because today you can clog the driving lanes with defenders, which you could not do in the 90s. A center standing at the rim does not stop a player 25 feet away from the rim from getting to the rim. He will contest it once the guy is at the rim, but getting to the rim is easier, and driving to the rim was easier in the 90s and the 1900s than it was today. Now, again, you said something about the expansion era drafting players. 4 more teams. You're adding another 60 players to the league that are not in the league originally. Remember when Ishmael brought up the league had 7 rounds. They got rid of the 7 rounds because every player after the second round couldn't make the NBA. So a lot of those players who were not being drafted, who couldn't make a roster before 1989, were now eligible to be on a roster. And not only be on a roster, to be a significant player on a roster, because they need to fill the rosters, because you were only allowed to grab 2 players from another NBA team that was put in a draft. So you still didn't get a bunch of players. You only got 2 players from the NBA. You had to fill up the rest of your roster with players that were no longer players in the league, either college players or guys that couldn't sign with the league prior to this. That's why guys like Muggsy Bogues, go look it up. There's plenty of players that played on Charlotte, Miami, Minnesota, and Orlando that would have never been in the NBA. Guys who played in Toronto and guys who played in Vancouver would have never been in the NBA if they didn't expand. That's why the league started allowing high school players in, why they started going for international players, because they needed to find players. There was no players available to grab and add to these teams. That's why it watered down the league, because you added more water, but you didn't add no flavor.
Now, you said that it watered down the league, right? Because it brought more people that wasn't in the NBA.
Yes.
But when they did the expansion draft, they draft from NBA teams, which would make them NBA players, correct?
2 players.
No, it was 8. They got them with 8 players.
Yeah, again, 2 players per team. 4 teams, 2 players per team. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 players from the 23 teams ended up on the 4 new teams added to the league. Those 4 teams still needed to add 10 players apiece. That is 40 plus players being entered into the league. Not to mention you have to replace the 2 that the other teams lost. So you're adding 60 players, 50 players to the league that were not a part of the league or couldn't make the league prior.
Excuse me, sir. Gilbert Arenas was in the NBA. He said that every team dropped 4 players per team. and they kept their top 8. That's what he said. He said they dropped it last 4 and kept their top 8.
Pay attention. Every team was told there was a certain amount of players they had to be allowed in the draft. Okay? So if the Bulls had 12 players on the roster, they kept their best 8. They put 4 in the draft. You as an expansion player basically have a pool of what's 4 times 23, about 100 players. You have a pool of 100 players that you can pick up, but you only get to pick 2 of them. If they don't get picked, they go back on the team's roster. So as an example, Dale Curry was drafted in the expansion draft to the actual Hornets. If I'm correct, no, was it Dale? If I'm correct, one of them, I think was Dale Curry or another player. They came from another team. Or a perfect example, Rick Mahorn was drafted to the Minnesota Timberwolves in the expansion draft. They lost Rick Mahorn because of the expansion on Detroit. And that's how it worked. It worked like that. So Detroit had to replace Rick Mahorn, not with somebody that's with a free agent, because everybody has players. You're going to go get somebody that wasn't in the league prior. You have to fill the league up with players that were not NBA players at the time. That's why they were going overseas and getting guys like Vlade Divac. That's why Sabonis joined the league after Sabonis was playing for like 12, 13 years overseas and came to the NBA well past his prime.
Do you agree some teams got better after the expansion? By getting rid of their 4 worst players and then picking up better players.
It took time, such as the '96 draft.
I'm talking about the top teams. Like
no,
if I was
the
the
top
Bulls,
teams fell. All the top teams fell. The Bulls were able to survive the expansion era because they were building their team from the mid '80s. Most of the teams that were building their team from the mid '80s was able to survive the expansion era, like the Knicks, like the Bulls.
What I'm saying is I'm getting rid of my 4 worst players, and I'm going into free agency and filling those spots with better players, so that team gets better.
No, you're not. Where are you getting the better players at? The players that are on your team were better than the guys that were free agents. That's why they were on your team. The guys that you just let go were better than the players in free agency.
The
bottom four is better than the free agents.
Okay, who's a free agent this year? Was Paul George a free agent? Is the bottom 4? Is the bottom percent better than Paul George?
Paul George is not a free agent.
But he was a free agent.
At the end of the day, whoever's a free agent in today's NBA is not better than anybody that's signed on the team. That's the point. That's why he's not. That's why they're not on the team.
All right, man. You're not. Okay.
I get it. You. Do you understand? Now that you know and understand this, does this change anything about Michael Jordan?
No, because
why do you give a fuck? Okay, if it doesn't change nothing about Michael Jordan's greatness, why the fuck you care so much that the league was watered down and expanded? Why do you care? Why do you feel like you got to defend something?
That was my point in the beginning. My point in the beginning is you still have garbage teams now that only win 20 games.
It's not about having garbage teams. Thing. You're not talking about garbage teams. We're talking about the NBA has elite talent. They have elite talent up and down the board. It's hard to make today's NBA, and in the 90s it became easier to make the NBA because now there's an opportunity that didn't exist prior to the expansion of the NBA.
See, you think this softer era means they're better? No, they're just.
Why is it soft? Why is there soft? Why is it soft?
Because you can't touch nobody. You can't do anything. They don't allow defense.
They call less fouls in today's NBA, and they play better defense in today's NBA.
They can't call fouls because you can't touch nobody. Nobody's touching anybody, man.
So you're basically saying players just let players run around and score on
Yes, they have. That's what KG was talking about. He said freedom of movement.
Freedom of movement.
They have freedom of movement.
Freedom of movement means you can't elbow somebody running up the lane. That's a foul.
Yeah, no hand checks, no holding, none of that.
That's always been an NBA rule. That's nothing new. That's always been a rule in the NBA. It's just that the NBA used to lax on certain things. That's always been a rule. You're not supposed to be able to throw elbows. It is illegal to throw a bow. If to strike a player with your elbow is illegal. Always
I'm talking about bumping players on cuts, stuff like that. I'm not talking about.
They still do that now. They still do that now. They still slow players down by standing in front of them or stopping their lane or making them go around them. You cannot run through nobody. That's what
they're doing that with guards because ain't no all the centers at the 3-point line. So who bumping people? Who hurting people?
Who cares if the center's at the 3-point line? I got somebody at the elbow and somebody on the low block. How you get into the paint?
So they went. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no defense. They went to zone.
No, that's better defense.
A zone is better defense.
NBA,
guard up man.
Of course, it's way better defense than man on man because you can't guard nobody man on man the way these guys dribble. That's the whole point. You can't hand check Kyrie Irving, bro. You can't put your hands out and try to stop Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving's gonna go around you. You can't hand check Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, but when he goes in the hole, he gonna have a Elijah Wan or a David Robinson in there,
and they can finish. And they can finish with their left hand or right hand. They're better than who Elijah Wan was going up against. They're better than KJ. They're better than Gary Payton at the basket. Those guys cannot finish like Kyrie Irving could finish. They can't finish like a James Harden. They can't finish like a Paul George.
What defensive player is better than the players I just named, the David Robinsons and Elijah Wan? What defensive players are better right now, you said?
There's a bunch of players that's right now defensively. What are we predicating this on? Their ability, or are we doing this off of their stats and accolades?
Defensively, period.
No, I'm asking you again. Don't. I asked you a question. You got to choose one or the other. Are we going off of stats, accolades, and achievements, or are we going off of ability?
We going off the whole rip. Well, how you think they got the accolades? Because they earned them.
We can't go off of stats, accolades, and achievement because players like Rudy Gobert, players like Bam Adebayo have not finished their careers. We don't know what their careers are.
But they're not better defensive players than David Robinson or Elijah Wan.
Yes, they are. They cover more space than David Robinson and Akeem. Akeem Olajuwon and David Robinson never had to guard 25 feet from the rim. Never. They didn't have to do it.
That's because people actually played default over the screen.
No, that's because people.
That's
because people were not skilled back then. They just threw the ball down to the big man because the big man was the only person that could score for you. Because guards were not skilled. They didn't have the ability to score like that. They weren't great at scoring like guards are today. And teams force centers onto guards because perimeter players play such great defense that you force a switch. That's how good defense is today. That you have to take Jaden McDaniel off of me so I can get the defensive player of the year on me and I may have a better chance of scoring. That's how good the NBA defenders are today.
How does that make the NBA defense good? Because they want you to switch and you dumb enough to switch. They don't know. Back in the day, you show and then you get back. You don't have to switch. You either go over the screen or you go under.
Switch. No, you have to switch. If not, you're giving up a free basket. Because the big man that you're leaving alone is going to go straight to the rim and you cannot do it. Or he's going to pop out and hit a jumper in your mouth.
And that's where the help side comes in. It's real defense. Everybody together.
That's why you play zone. You can't do that back then. That's why those guys are not as great as today's players. They got to do more today. They got to play better defense today. They got to cover more today. They got to deal with more today. They're better today. Simple and plain. That 90s nostalgia is bullshit.
How many players today play 82 games?
Oh, shit. Mikal Bridges just fucking played 83.
I said how many? That's one?
Oh, shit. Bruh, what does that have to do with defense?
You saying they're better today. Why are they not durable? Why they not in the game?
Durable.
Why
they are durable.
Off before the season starts?
You act like Barkley was never hurt. You act like Akeem Olajuwon didn't get suspended for faking an injury to not play a game. You act like Byron Scott didn't just go on his national television broadcast and admit that players would foul out of a game instead of playing against Michael Jordan. You don't want to admit that players like David Robinson got hurt all the time. You don't want to admit this shit. Players got hurt back then as well. Scotty was hurt. Mike got hurt. Mike missed a whole fucking year because of a foot.
He broke his leg. What are you talking about?
That's an injury. The players today don't play because of injury.
That's the only injury time he missed any games.
And that happens for every era that players get hurt. Wilt Chamberlain got hurt. Every player gets hurt.
Has anybody ever said that I'm not playing back-to-back before the season started? We're not playing back-to-back, fam. Have anybody ever said that before the season started?
Have the players of that era been able to sit on one side of the basketball court and not worry about no action at all and get a chance to rest throughout the game?
Who's resting? What are you talking about?
See, you don't know basketball.
Everybody plays defense. The whole
ladies and gentlemen, these guys are legitimately showing us why they don't know basketball. I explained to him how the weak side in the 1900s was inactive. He doesn't know what I'm talking about.
I understand why LeBron's your GOAT, because he's soft just like y'all. Man.
What does LeBron James? What does LeBron James got to do with this conversation? We're talking basketball, my friend.
Because he does the same thing. He hasn't played He has one 82 game season in his career, and he's played 22 of them.
So why did he play? So why did he play more games
Fake
than Michael
longevity.
Jordan? So why did he play more games than Michael Jordan in 15 seasons?
Why did he play more games in 15 seasons than Michael Jordan? What are you talking about?
LeBron James played over 70 more games than Michael Jordan in 15 seasons. Michael Jordan played 1,072 games in his career in 15 seasons. LeBron James played 1,060 games in his NBA, 1,160 games in 15 seasons. LeBron James played more games in the first 15 years than Michael Jordan did. Why is that if Michael Jordan is so durable?
Michael Jordan's second season, he broke his leg. He missed 60-some games because he broke his leg. Okay, and he didn't miss any games, but he did come back late from playing baseball and only played 16 games, and y'all called that a whole season.
Mike,
That's why.
Wait. Mike took a break.
He was playing. He was in a whole different league, playing a whole different sport. What are you saying?
He took a break.
No, he wasn't taking no break because he was still playing pro something. He wasn't playing pro basketball.
He was
playing baseball.
He was playing semi-pro. He was getting paid.
He went down. At first he started with majors, then he went down. He kept going down.
He was playing baseball with baseball players that was making money of people that work at McDonald's. He was playing with guys who was making the same salary as people working at McDonald's. He was not playing professional.
Okay, you said Michael Jordan played 15 seasons, correct? That's what you said. Michael Jordan played 15 seasons.
And he played less games. He played less games than LeBron in those 15 seasons.
I'm trying to figure out how. Okay, check this out.
Because Jordan took a break and he got injured. That's why.
But listen, check it out.
Jordan couldn't play 10 straight NBA seasons. Jordan never played 10 straight. After 9 seasons, Jordan said, "This is too hard. This is too grueling. I need a break."
Jordan played 9.
And he was hurt for one of those years.
No, look, he played 9 82 game seasons. The only time he didn't play 82 games in the season is when he broke his leg and when he came back from baseball. And the other 2 games he had 81 games, and another he had 80, and one he had 78. Like other than that,
if Jordan had 9 seasons where he had 82 games, 2 seasons where he was injured and one he took a break, that means he had 4 other seasons he didn't play 82 games. So there was a lot of seasons Jordan didn't play 82 games.
Yeah, because he played 81,
Michael
he played 80,
Jordan,
and he played 78.
4 of the seasons that Michael Jordan played 82 games, he came back from a break to do that.
Oh my God! How many? So LeBron got 1, correct? But he played 22 seasons, right?
I still don't see what this has to do with anything.
It's called durability. The players
LeBron's more durable than Jordan. LeBron's played more minutes, more games, more seasons. He is more durable than Michael Jordan.
He's more durable, you say, right?
Listen, I'm gonna repeat myself. He played more games, more minutes, more seasons, more playoff games. He's had longer stretches and seasons than Jordan. He has more 100 game seasons than any player.
Who's won more and whose stats are better? Who's won more and whose stats are better?
LeBron's stats are better. Jordan won more.
No. Michael Jordan averages 33.4 points in his playoff average. Playoff average. The highest. The only ones up there is Luka, not LeBron.
And LeBron averaged more rebounds, more assists, more blocks, shoots better from the field, has more playoff points, more playoff rebounds, more playoff assists, more playoff steals, more playoff blocks, more playoff wins, more playoff series wins, more conference titles. Shall I continue?
Did you say conference titles?
They count.
Who has more chips? 6 of 6 and what? And somebody's 4 of 10?
That's fine. Jordan doesn't have the most. LeBron has the most conference titles. Jordan doesn't have the most titles.
Conference titles? That's like an in-season tournament title. We don't care.
Can you win the NBA championship without the conference title?
No.
Okay, so then it means something. The NBA says it means something. It means something. A conference title is a trophy. It is an accomplishment. It is an achievement. It is a part of winning.
Who came in the
1987
finals? Who came in second? I don't know.
What you
Who
mean?
came in second? Because that's what the conference champion is.
Who
The conference
won?
champion is second.
Who won?
in the
Wait,
NBA.
who won the Eastern Conference in 1987? That's
what I'm saying. Boston, maybe.
Thank you. That you know that there is a championship banner.
Like I said, Jordan only lost to dynasties, 2 dynasties.
He lost
the
to Orlando.
in Boston.
He lost to Orlando
after only playing 16 games and coming from baseball. That wasn't the whole
break. Taking a break, fresh legs. He's the only one on the court with fresh legs. No
fresh
excuses.
Legs.
Fresh legs. Jordan was sitting in the dugout. This is what Jordan was doing.
If you cut LeBron to 15 seasons, he got less points than Jordan, though. You do know that, correct?
That's fine, but he also Jordan has less rebounds, less assists. I mean, what does that matter?
Less turnovers.
Jordan is not the playmaker LeBron is. Not the playmaker that LeBron is.
More points.
LeBron has more playoff wins. LeBron has
more steals,
more playoff points, more playoff assists, more playoff rebounds, more double doubles, more triple doubles, more winning seasons, more winning seasons.
In 88-89, I told you they put Jordan at the point. The last 24 games, he had Jordan, 11. He had 10 triple doubles.
Jordan was never listed as a point guard, and the games that you're talking about was supposedly only 11 games, and he was under 500 for those 11 games.
He was not under 500 for those 11 games. He had 10 triple doubles. He had 10 triple doubles.
I'm tired of exposing you. He was under 500. The Bulls were 5 and 6 under that span where Michael Jordan had those triple double runs.
Who's under 500 in the finals?
That has nothing. Who cares about that?
Whoa! Do I want to be under 500 in a regular season game or something? Do I want to be under 500 in the finals?
Do you want to be 6-0 or 11 championships?
I want to.
Why do you care about the person with the worst record when you don't give a damn about the person with the best record?
What are you talking about? I do care, but you talking
about Michael Jordan had the best record in the finals. No. But again, I ask you, if he has a worse record than somebody else, why are you making Michael Jordan better than somebody with a better finals record than him?
Because Bill Russell wasn't a bus driver. Bill Russell was not the best player on the team.
So
Bob Cousy was the best player on the team.
Based on what? Based on what?
On they stats, on everything.
So now so it's stats over winning. LeBron's stats make him better than Jordan. Thank you for proving us that stats don't matter. LeBron won 3 championships on 3 separate teams. He won a championship on every team he's ever been on in his life. Jordan can't say that. Jordan didn't win a championship in high school. Jordan didn't win a championship with the White Sox. Jordan didn't win a championship.
He won a championship in college.
He didn't win a championship with every team he ever played for. LeBron has.
What does that matter? We talking about NBA.
We're talking about winning.
We're NBA.
We're talking. No, you're not talking NBA because the NBA. Jordan is not the most winning person in NBA history, so he can't be your GOAT.
He's the best player. He has the most NBA. Finals MVP.
Again, you're going to stats. MVP. So if stats can trump winning, then that means LeBron is better than Jordan because of the stats.
Winning stats. They're winning stats. They're MVP.
And LeBron
finals.
is winning stats.
Finals
and Ron has finals MVPs, and championships. There is nothing about LeBron James that says he's never won. So because of his stats, it makes him better than the 2 championships that Jordan has over him, the same way Jordan's stats make him better than the 5 championships that Bill Russell has over him.
If we both shooting free throws and I shoot for 6 for 6 and you shoot 4 for 10, who has the better percentage? Who's the better free throw shooter?
What?
If we shooting free throws, me and you, and I go 6 for 6 and you go 4 for 10, who's the better free throw shooter?
That's not how it works. You didn't go to the free throw line. That means you didn't get the shots. You didn't get the opportunity because you didn't win. Jordan
came in second 6 times.
And Jordan came more times.
How many times was Jordan favored and lost? How many times was Jordan favored and lost?
Jordan only won when he was favored.
How many times was LeBron favored and lost?
LeBron was favored several times and lost. But he also won when he wasn't favored.
Jordan went to the playoff every season as a Bull. Every season as a Bull.
Did Jordan ever win when he wasn't favored like LeBron did?
When he what are you talking about? He wasn't favored against
I ask you fucking simple questions. When I answer your questions, I answer them very, very concise. I'm going to ask you again. Has Michael Jordan won an NBA championship when his team was not favored to win it like LeBron James?
Favored in the 6 finals, yes.
Again.
Because they had Michael Jordan.
Again, Michael Jordan played 15 seasons. The other 9 seasons he was not favored. Did he win a championship?
He didn't go to the finals. So no, he didn't win a championship.
We know he didn't make the finals. He wasn't good enough to make the finals. We know that. Again, I asked you a simple question. When Michael Jordan was not favored to be the NBA champion, did he win a championship?
No.
So that means LeBron's better because LeBron was able to do that.
No, but LeBron let people down when he was favored and lost.
But when he wasn't favored, he won.
What team did he beat that he was favored, that he wasn't favored against? What are you talking about?
2016. 2016 he was not favored. 2012 he was not favored.
2012 he was not favored. 2015 I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
No, of course you gotta look into that.
That doesn't matter. It's 6.
How the fuck it don't matter? How the fuck it don't matter? You brought it up because you're getting exposed this whole time. Every little bullshit you throw, I've been exposing. How the fuck it don't matter now? Just explain that to me. How the fuck it don't matter now? You brought up odds. You brought up degenerate gamblers. We're basing basketball off of how people gamble and how Vegas sets gamblers up to bet. That's how you want to determine a better basketball player? You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Get the fuck off my show. Let me bring up these guys so we can get the fuck up out of here because I am tired of these zesty Jeffries. They do not know how to talk the game of basketball. As you guys can see, this is why Friday Night Exposure is available. I don't cut you off. I don't stop you from speaking. I let you say every little silly shit you want to say, and then I fucking expose it for exactly what it's for, a silly narrative. Everything that man just spoke about right now has got him going home in nightmares, and I'm glad I did this. And you're going to go home thinking about Ajani and everything that I just said tonight because you sit here and spoke a bunch of fucking lies, and I exposed every last one of them. And if y'all think I'm lying, you can step up on this mic. I'll put the fucking link up for you. But you guys cannot talk the game of basketball. Jordan is not greater than LeBron James because he won championships. Because there's plenty of players who have won more championships than Jordan, and you're going to use stats to say Jordan's better than them. And then tell me I can't use stats to make LeBron James better than Jordan. This is why you guys are hypocrites. This is why you're bad for basketball. This is why GOAT James Kingdom exists. And this is why I will continue to do Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer, and I will continually expose you idiots. So let me let you guys get in these last words so we can get the fuck up out of here. Now, I'm going to let you get the last word, Peter, all right? I'm going to let you get the last word, Peter. I'm not even going to shut you up. So let's let Twin Man get his final word in, and then Ishmael get his final word in, and Peter, you can land the plane. So go ahead. What you got for me, Twin Man? Because I know you just heard that.
So this has been a masterclass of what I came up here and said earlier. You can't have anybody above Jordan. It doesn't matter what they do. They can't be above him. They're literally saying things like Kobe wasn't athletic. What? Like, it's just weird, bro. Again, I'm not a Kobe guy, but I can sit here and say Kobe was more skilled than Mike. I can say that, confidently say that. So we let it go, bro. Yeah, people need to stop. Like, it was tough to hear a lot of the things. Like, you had Peach Basketball Wally up here, Milk Crate Basketball Wally up here, talking crazy, drunk and stumbling around from topic to topic. The dude came up here and said Jordan only lost to dynasties, like he didn't lose to Orlando and he didn't lose to the Knicks. Last time I checked, they weren't dynasties. Like, these dudes don't know basketball. Then we sit here arguing over what percentage he shot in 2003 when none of that matters. At the end of the day, when you look head to head between Jordan and Kobe, yes, it's very close, and whoever you put over the other, I'm cool with. But we know who they're not better than? LeBron James, so I don't give a fuck. So that's all I gotta say, bro. This has been hilarious.
It's hilarious. Here you go. Listen, Wally's still with it. Look, they can be above Michael if they win. It's simple. When I tell you Ben Russell, you say it's not simple no more.
Right.
When I bring up Havlicek, it's not simple no more. When I bring up Scottie Pippen, who has the same amount of championships, it's not simple no more. When we bring up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who has the same amount of championships, it's not simple no more. It becomes complicated.
By Wally's logic, Robert Ory's better than Michael Jordan. By Wally's logic.
Here we go.
You see what I'm saying?
Here we go. No, wait, listen. All gravy. Another Friday stream, same content. No, today's show is about Kobe. It's not my fault you guys are enamored with Michael Jordan and LeBron.
Facts.
I didn't bring up America Crazy to talk about LeBron and Michael Jordan. I brought up here to talk about Kobe and Michael Jordan. I didn't bring up Wally up here to talk about Michael Jordan and LeBron. I brought him to talk about Kobe and Michael Jordan. You guys cannot make Michael Jordan relevant. Here is an opportunity to use Kobe Bryant to make Michael Jordan relevant, but you refuse to for the sake of arguing with LeBron fans about why we have LeBron as the GOAT. When why we have LeBron as the GOAT is not why you have Jordan as the GOAT. So it becomes a silly argument because your argument can't prove Jordan's the GOAT. Just like Base Cash just said right now, you motherfuckers don't want to debate me. You don't want to get on this mic. You guys cannot prove why Michael Jordan is the GOAT. You can prove why you think he's the GOAT, but you can't prove why he is the GOAT. Winning does not make Michael Jordan the GOAT because he didn't win more than anybody else. Stop it with the winning. That's not going to make Michael Jordan the GOAT. You guys don't know nothing about Michael Jordan's career. It's sad. But guess what? A LeBron fan is teaching you more about basketball than any Michael Jordan fan or Kobe fan ever could do it. And you're welcome. This is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Before I let you in, Ishmael, I want to give a little ticker take here. Let's go down the line, all right? As the games went down, we got final games here. The Rockets beat the the Memphis Grizzlies. The Bulls beat the Milwaukee Bucks. The Hawks beat the Charlotte Hornets. The Cleveland Cavaliers get over the Detroit Pistons. The Knicks, they did a good job there. They go. The Knicks came back. I know Knicks fans are happy now. They beat Indiana. Orlando beat the Brooklyn Nets. And Toronto beat Philadelphia 76ers. Now the Lakers are at halftime. They're down 61-52 versus Phoenix. We also got another game at halftime, which is New Orleans versus the Blazers. And the Blazers are up in that game, and the Warriors are in the beginning of the fourth quarter, and they're up 24 versus the Utah Jazz. Those are the games that are going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to check out the membership in GOAT James Kingdom. As you see here, we got 2 members here. So Ishmael, go ahead and break down this last final take so we can get up out of here. Appreciate you, brother.
Listen, I'm about to say this. These guys are just insecure. That's why. They got to bring up LeBron James every time. It's not even a show about LeBron James. You want to talk about all great players. Michael Jordan ain't got shit on LeBron James. He ain't got nothing on his productive stats. He ain't got nothing on records, the awards and honors. He ain't got nothing on mental toughness because Jordan quit. He quit because Scottie wasn't going to be with him and Phil was going to be with him because Jordan's a quitter and he doesn't have the mental toughness to endure the durability that LeBron James has. So we're not even going to go there. Kobe Bryant is better than Michael Jordan. Okay, the amount of injuries Kobe Bryant was playing, he was playing with over 20 injuries. Michael Jordan is not even disciplined enough in order to stop drinking before a game, and we want to call that a flu game. Kobe Bryant was playing with sore knees, having knee surgery, sprained ankles, strained hip flexors, all types of issues. He played in a much tougher league. He was a better player, more skilled player. He wanted to win. He didn't have the benefit to playing in a weak league, like in the weak East, like the 90s, okay? Kobe Bryant is better. His career production is better. He scored more points than Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan couldn't hang. So we don't even need to argue that. I'm here for the Kobe Bryant fans today. And that's what we're about. We're here to expose that Kobe Bryant is more of a player. Yes, than Michael Jordan. He's more of a man than Michael Jordan. Yes, Kobe Bryant is kind of a carbon copy, but he is the student that became the master over Michael Jordan. And that's all I have to say regarding that. Kobe Bryant is better. Stop playing. I don't want to hear that insecurity. You guys ain't got nothing over this.
It's all about Kobe today. This is a Kobe show, man. Shout out to Ishmael. I appreciate you, brother. You know what to do. You can always reach out to us here as a GOAT James Kingdom member. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, brother. Enjoy your Friday night. Be safe and watch these Zesty Jeffries because on Friday nights they out here doing criminal activities. So be careful out there in these streets. So Peter, You're the Michael Jordan fan. I'm gonna let you get your last word in. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not even gonna respond. I'm gonna let you do your thing, and when you're done, I'll let you go and to enjoy your Friday night. But again, brother, thank you for joining me. I know it's a little frustrating sometimes talking, but again, go ahead and explain what you wanted to explain and get it out so that we all can understand Michael Jordan fans a little bit better today, sir.
No, it's all good, bro. I mean, MJ played 2 seasons with the Wizards, right? I was rigging off the first year, which was what 01, 02. And before I could even get to the second year, somebody just stepped all over me. You feel me? But it's cool. I understand how it go. He a member, I guess, nigga pull rank or whatever. That's just how that go. I respect it. So yeah, for 02, 03, 20 points, 44.5% from the field. I rounded that up to 45%. And to the dude who was saying what that got to do with nothing, the point was, the argument is MJ only did what he did because he was in a weak ass era with Craig Elo and niggas that was accountants and all that shit. And the point is, the man was able to do 20 PPG on 45% as a 40-year-old in that same era. So that's enough evidence to point out that if he was in his prime, he pretty much put up the same numbers in the dead ball era, in the 2000s, the toughest era. That's the point of me bringing that up. Now, with that said, why Jordan is better than Kobe? As another guy mentioned, really the greatest separation is in his physical ability and his athleticism, namely the larger hands. And then when it comes to particular athletic categories, namely first step, explosiveness, agility, and speed, he's on a different level than Kobe. So that's why when you look at Michael Jordan's peak years, which for me, I have from 89 to 93, that's why you'll see the statistical dominance along with the efficiency dominance that Kobe could only dream of. 35 PPG on 54% shooting. Kobe just didn't have the ability to do that. So what makes Jordan the GOAT is the combination. Let me say it again. The combination of statistical dominance along with that statistical dominance translating into winning on one of the highest levels ever. It's the combination. You have other players who have more rings. You may even be able to argue that you have other players who were more statistically dominant. But when you combine those two, there's no one even close. That's why he's the GOAT in a nutshell. It's that simple. Kobe is not in his league. There's a reason why there's a reason why Jordan won 5 MVPs and Kobe only won 1. And then when you look at their playoff numbers, is even a bigger separation. There's no argument for Kobe being over Michael Jordan, and it's downright disrespectful. Thank you for the time, Ajani.
All right, no doubt. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for joining me. Again, that was Peter Bag Juice. You can catch him on other platforms. He's also available on FYF shows like this one here, because, again, we are live on the GOAT James Kingdom channel and also live on FYF platform. So shout out to Lamont and all the fellas over there. We actually going to have another great show tomorrow on FYF, as I will be popping up on the Full Court Press and pressing up on Herm again. So y'all make sure to check out Herm's show tomorrow on the Full Court Press on the FYF show. There is a whole slate of shows that is available for you on FYF. Not only do you have the Friday Night Exposure, you have In the Zone, you have the Full Court Press, you also have the crossover, and then you have Lamont's 10-hour lives. All right, but again, we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. This is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. You can catch me every Friday night right here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform when we do this and we talk the game of basketball. Today's show was about Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, and why Kobe Bryant fans are actually afraid of Michael Jordan fans to the point that they won't put Kobe over Mike. But we did find some brave Kobe souls today. There were some guys who were repping Kobe to the fullest in here. Shout out to Quick Takes and the other fellas. But then we had some other folks in here that had to defend Michael Jordan against Kobe Bryant. And what was used was basically athleticism. Peter Bag Juice used Michael Jordan's hands, which is weird. Michael Jordan has big hands, Kobe don't, so that makes him better than Kobe Bryant. That's fucking weird. And this idea, again, that Kobe Bryant was basically a carbon copy of Mike is also false and was exposed here. Michael Jordan is not the most athletic player in NBA history, so if you're going to make him better than Kobe Bryant, because Kobe Bryant's not as athletic as him, then that means you would have to make Vince Carter and several other players that were way much more athletic than Michael Jordan, such as LeBron James. better than Michael Jordan if we're using athleticism. And again, you're not using stats because Kobe Bryant has more points than Jordan, has more assists, more rebounds. He basically, in the playoffs, has the same as well. Not more points, but he does have more rebounds, more blocks and steals than Kobe. I mean, not steals, but blocks and assists than Michael Jordan in the playoffs. He played more games than Michael. He has more All-NBAs, more All-Stars, more All-Defensive selections than Michael Jordan. I mean, there's a lot of things Kobe Bryant has over Michael Jordan that could put him above him if we want to talk the game of basketball or if we want to talk stats, accolades, and achievements. But again, you guys don't want to do that with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's not right behind Michael Jordan because of stats, accolades, and achievements. Michael Jordan's not the GOAT of basketball or your GOAT because of stats, accolades, and achievements. It is predicated on how you view a basketball player. And if that's the case, then there is no reason why Kobe can't be better than Michael Jordan, because as a basketball player, Kobe was a true baller. He was what we call the epitome of a baller. It was without a doubt Kobe Bryant was that dude. All he cared about was the game of basketball and making himself the greatest basketball player to ever play the game. And I can say this, like I said, I may not have no proof of this when I die, but I will go to my grave letting you guys know that Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant played plenty of one-on-one basketball games versus one another, and I am quite sure Kobe Bryant got the best of Michael Jordan more than Michael Jordan did of him. But that's here, no there. That is here, no there. Now, Americrazy, I still see you in the back. I'll let you get some final words in. What do you got to say? Defend your Michael Jordan stance, please, sir. Go ahead and defend yourself if you want to.
Michael Jordan, best 2 years, man. He won an MVP, the scoring title. He was all defense, finals MVP, and all-star MVP. Another year, he won an MVP, defensive player of the year, scoring title, and he was an all-star MVP. He was the best player from when he came in the league to when he left, man. That's why he better than all them. Kobe don't have the shooting percentages Mike do. So he just insufficient, man. That's all. Kobe could have been Mike. He's just not athletic enough, and he ain't efficient enough. He'd rather shoot over 3 people than pass somebody the ball, man. Like I said, my MJ the man, Kobe ain't. And we ain't gonna even talk about LeBron, man, because we already know what his problems are.
Thank you so much, sir. You enjoy yourself. You have a great night. Ladies and gentlemen, that is another Zesty Jeffrey here on the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. They can't help themselves. They have to go ahead and do these things. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Exposer. I did a lot of exposure tonight. I expose a lot of things that you guys just don't want to accept, and that's my job. This is what I do best. But also, I show up on a Sunday afternoon where Brandon and I, B. Lee and Ajani, do the Lord's work. We go out here and we are the Clutch Sports Hitmen. We got the GOAT James Kingdom show every Sunday noon Eastern time right here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Please make sure you guys check us out. Subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button. Hit the ring notification. Hit the notification for when you see our shows and our videos so that you know when we're dropping content. Also, check out our membership here in GOAT James Kingdom. We do big things for our members. We take care of our members. These guys here understand that we talk the game of basketball. And we also are a platform that is pro content creation. So if you're a content creator, we help you create graphs and memes for your actual content pages that you have and actual platforms. We do that the same for actual videos. All you got to do is check out all the different perks of becoming a member of the GOAT James Kingdom platform, where Brandon and I provide y'all exclusive content and materials. We also got exclusive teas. Again, these are all things that are a part of being a member. You don't have to purchase any of these stuff. You just got to become a member of the channel to be able to have access to these type of perks as becoming a member of the GOAT James Kingdom platform. We do big things. We have contests, and we do it all the time. This is what we do best here in GOAT James Kingdom. You also can check us out on our Facebook group, because we also have a Facebook group. We are on TikTok. We're on Facebook, we're on Discord, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, IG, we're all over the place. Just type in GOAT James Kingdom. It's not that hard, ladies and gentlemen. His name's LeBron, his last name is James, he's the GOAT of basketball, and this is his kingdom where all of his fans and basketball fans get to talk about the game of basketball. We do it right here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Now, obviously, y'all know I am the Exposer. I do what I do best. Y'all also need to check out the Heat Hours this week, because I will be going to the unveiling of the statue for Dwayne Wade and also the game on Monday night So I will have a show for you predicated on the statue of Dwayne Wade starting on Monday night. Again, I do the Heat Hour. It drops every Monday night right here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. This has been a great actual opportunity for me to be a fan of what I do, and I love the Miami Heat. So y'all make sure to check out the Heat Hour right here on GOAT James Kingdom, where I talk about my Miami Heat. So y'all know what to do best. Like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become a member of the channel, because we do it like none other. Tonight's show, again, ladies and gentlemen, was why are Kobe Bryant fans afraid to put Kobe ahead of Michael Jordan when we all know Kobe Bryant has the actual stature to do such. So ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great show. I've had a wonderful time. Thanks for everybody that's been in the comments. Thanks for all you gentlemen that showed up and did what you did best to represent your takes and what you did, as far as being a fan of the game and what you appreciate as far as loving the game of basketball. We thank you for showing up. If anybody wants to debate me, this is where you do it. It's the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. You know how to reach out to us. You can reach us at goatjameskingdom@gmail.com or goatjameskingdomshow@gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a wonderful Friday night evening. You have now been exposed by the Exposer. Peace and blessings. Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom. Welcome. I am Ajani the Exposer, and y'all have now been exposed by the Exposer. I appreciate it. And enjoy. I am called Ajani the Exposer. You guys are being exposed today.
Your opinion, I guess.
Move on from it. It was the 90s. That's it, bro. Move on from that. You don't know history. You don't know basketball. You just told me I'm stupid. But look how stupid you look because you don't know
I know all this
basketball. You don't know history. You don't know jamming. You don't know schematics. You don't know coaching. You don't know scouting. You don't know drafting. You don't know nothing but that Michael Jordan's great because the media said you that. So told you to say that. I know that is recorded, and you are officially being exposed by the Exposer, and you're gonna sit there like a man and take this just like Buddy did 2 weeks ago.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Hey, get your numbers up. I had to get my number.